Welcome to our live coverage of the 2025 Made by Google event. We're talking about all things Pixel today. I'm Bridget Carey with CNET.
I'm Isaac with PCMag.
And today, your favorite tech websites are coming together to give you analysis of all the new Google goodies coming out. We're also joined by CNET Managing Editor Patrick Holland to kick things off. He's host of All Things Mobile and also a knower of all things Google. So, hey, Patrick.
Bring it, Pixel. Bring it. Yeah.
I also want to introduce you to our producer who's behind the scenes making it look like we have everything together. Stephen Beecham, say hey.
My mic is on. Hey, everyone. My mic is on now. We are at CNET, PCMag, and Mashable are coming together like Voltron to cover the Made by Google event. So we are live on CNET's YouTube channel, PCMag's TikTok, PCMag's X, CNET's TikTok, CNET's X. We're everywhere. We're on Mashable.com. We're on Lifehacker, PCMag. We are everywhere. So stay tuned. We will have the live stream in this show for you all to enjoy. So just sit back and we're going to find out what's going to happen to all the Pixel phones. Back to you, Bridget.
Yeah, basically, you just can't escape the show. So thanks for joining in. I'm going to explain how it works really quick. And at about the top of the hour, Google's going to have its big presentation in New York City. And we have reporters there that we're going to be calling in to see what it's like over there. But as we've covered a lot of these live events before, things are a little different this time.
Yeah, because Google's gonna Google. So this time, now in the past, they've kind of shown their phone ahead of time to be like, hey, people, look at this. This time, they've just released everything 30 minutes ago. So I've touched these phones. I've messed with these devices. Patrick, you've been briefed on these devices at this point. If we can talk about it, what are your thoughts on Google's strategy and their devices?
Well, if you want a lot of Pixel phones, today is your lucky day because you're going to get like 4 of them. On the whole, I think these are an evolution of last year's phones. The regular Pixel 10, the base model, kind of this is more of a step toward the Pixel 9a. You get like the Pixel 9a's cameras, plus you get a brand new telephoto camera on there. So it's the first time we've had a telephoto on the regular phone. And on the video, you can see there's that blue color. It's indigo. It's the same color blue as the original Pixel that came out back in 2016. So this phone kind of is not a mini Pro phone anymore. It's a little bit closer to the actual Pixel 9, but the price stays the same. So that's nice. Then you got the Pros. You get the regular Pro. You get the big Pro, the Pro XL, as they call it. And what's nice about this is we get a lot of new photo and computational photo and AI stuff from the Google Tensor G5 chip, which is pretty exciting. One of the most unusual things is for the camera, there's a mode where you can use Gemini to basically be your camera coach, and it kind of tells you step by step how to take a shot or change your camera or like move closer to your subject, things like that. Also on these phones, we got to talk about this. I think for a lot of us tech nerds, we're gonna like this. All these phones have Qi2 charging. So the Pixel 10 has Qi2. They have magnets in there, so you can use magnetic accessories. Google's going to call it Pixel Snaps. You can put like batteries on there, wallets, things like that. The Pro models have Qi 2.2, and that gets you a little bit faster wireless charging, up to 25 watts. So I think that's it. And then there's this folding phone, which is pretty neat. It's the first folding phone ever with IP68 dust resistance and water resistance. So this matches a regular phone in every way. You could actually take this phone with you to like the beach or places where there's lots of small particles where other foldables probably shouldn't go. And that phone also has that Qi2 charging. And there's a lot of AI goodies too. There's Magic Q and some other things I'm sure we'll talk about. But what do you think? Is that enough Pixel? Are you getting enough AI? Are you getting enough Gemini?
I'm kind of curious about this AI coach in the photos because I'm just trying to take a photo fast. Like how much am I going to be patient with like wanting that feedback on how to take a better photo? Did you get to see that?
I got to see it. I got to play with it. And the thing is, it's opt-in, so you don't have to mess with it if you don't want to. And it's step by step. So like if you want to try it out, you can. It'll help you frame your shot. It'll give you ideas for shots using AI. So like you see like generative AI previews with the people that you might take a photo of, which is weird. But it's very cool. I got to say, if you want to learn how to use a camera, Google's going to teach you, and you can take those skills somewhere else, which I think is kind of interesting because the coach doesn't do everything for you. Patrick, what do you think about this guided AI?
Yeah, Bridget, you're not going to like it because you like to take photos fast, and we've had this conversation. This is going to slow you down. It's not going to be good for pets or fast-moving like subjects like kids and things like that. But for those moments you want to slow down and get some inspiration. In fact, there's actually a get inspired button where it will just kind of come up with some really random artistic shots and kind of
Mhm.
show you how to do that with your subject. And I think it's gonna be good. It's not something you're gonna use every day. It's not a camera thing that's meant to take a picture very fast. It's those weirdos who, like me, like to be slow and contemplative with their photography. This is for you.
You're not weird. I need to slow down. I need to slow down and enjoy life. Maybe take some lessons from a computer.
Maybe
But
maybe
also
we need a
the
life
magnet
coach
on the
powered by Gemini.
yeah. What about that magnet on the back? I mean, are we going to be using MagSafe accessories now on Google products?
Well, I think people are really excited to connect the Apple ecosystem to the Google one, but I got to say, I got to see this thing. It's called the Pixel Snap Ring Stand, and it's basically like one of those grips you'd have on the back of a phone, and then it has a kind of like it looks like a binder ring, for lack of a better description, and your fingers can go through that to get a grip on it, but can also like pull out, and you could set it kind of like this wallet stand I have on a rival phone, and you could pull that ring out, and it props it up to be a tripod or for watching videos and things like that. But yeah, in theory, you can use MagSafe accessories. You can use those non-MagSafe accessories that a lot of us have been using that are more affordable. But it's all supported because of the wireless consortium. And I can't believe I brought that up on a live show.
I kept reading this line over and over again from Google's press releases, and it says Pixel Snap is compatible with MagSafe accessories. They flat out said it. So like,
Yep.
it's not just like a wish or a hope. If it exists, it can just it'll snap to the Pixel, hence Pixel Snap. Patrick, you got any thoughts on the watches or like the lack of, I don't know, smart home stuff, or maybe the fact that they told everything that they're going to do 30 minutes ahead of time? Because what do you make of that?
Yeah, I think if I got my time right, they told us all about it an hour ahead of time. So it's weird to have all that out there. Um, I'm sure we're going to talk about celebrities soon, but this event is we're going to have what Jimmy Fallon hosting the event, Steph Curry, Lando Norris from F1, the Jonas Brothers, and more. So I wonder if they're trying to get a lot of that attention with the celebrities, and they want to get all the tech people's stuff out of the way ahead of time, which is so weird for a tech event. But I think the Pixel Watch is pretty exciting because they're doing a couple things that I haven't seen on other smartwatches. One is you can actually use Gemini on the watch. It's still like cloud based, but you can't use like Apple Intelligence on the Apple Watch, for example. The other thing is Apple announced at WWDC a thing called like Running Coach to help kind of be like a cheerleader as you work out. Samsung announced at their event for the Galaxy watches a running coach, which actually kind of critiques you as you go. And what Pixel is offering us on the Pixel, or Google's offering us on the Pixel Watch 4, is essentially an AI powered coach, a personal coach that can guide you through a plan, can guide you through like workouts and things like that. I have not got a chance to try it.
Let's talk
I'm
Pixel Watch
excited to
4
see
because
in action. It will sadly, I think the watch doesn't come out until October, but you definitely check out the video from Vanessa, who does a good job breaking it down.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
fascinated by this
where's the
whole
Google Home stuff? Where's the Google Home stuff? Yeah.
right, right. Well, talking about the watch and this, like, like you mentioned, Apple's Workout Buddy, and then like what Samsung and Google are doing. Like, I want these workout assistants or these voices in our ears, I guess, to actually be more than just you have ran this much and your heart rate is this much. Like, I want like some real like I can adjust how harsh or like or like how nice it is. Like, you did such a great job today, and I'm like feel better about myself.
I like that
Like
idea.
that
It's like a
lady from The
holistic
Biggest
approach.
Loser.
That's right, Jillian Michaels. You get that. You
Yeah,
get that
Jillian,
mode of
do you
like,
want
oh,
like
we'll sue
you
you,
want Jillian Michaels
or we'll
mode,
go,
or like Planet
or
Fitness
Mr. Rogers.
Buddy? I don't know. Or Mr. Rogers,
We
yeah.
used
He's
to
known
have
for his workouts.
we used to have voices in our GPSs. Let's have different personalities in our workout coaches. It's the next way.
I think Google's working on the idea of like its assistant listening to you on its home devices because it doesn't know what's going on anymore. In July of this year, it's all over Reddit. The amount of complaining about Assistant is very high. And Google's head of smart home devices apologized about this because it's so bad. So before we get to have custom coaches, I would just like stuff to work. And then we can add on Samuel L. Jackson kicking my butt to do something.
Very good point. You know, that's something I'm kind of watching for in this whole event, because yes, the news is out on the main products that Google will be releasing today, but then what is the goal Google wants to get out of this event? Are we going to hear something that kind of touches on people's insecurities and like upsetness about Google Assistant? Are we going to hear them kind of like, what is this marketing pitch and what is this opportunity that they're using for this event, aside from just, you know, getting a bunch of celebrities there?
Yeah, I think Jimmy Fallon and Steph Curry are going to sit down and have and like two chairs facing each other and have a little confrontation about privacy and security on Google devices, and that's going to take about 30 minutes. That would be amazing, and I'm all for that. But I do think, kind of tangentially, I think the celebrities, like, it was published right before the event, because of course, that Steph Curry's partnering with them to like demo the AI features, and we saw some of that at Google I/O. Obviously, all of this stuff needs some stream or revenue into your data. And it's nice when you can opt in versus just being opted in or having it secretly listen to you. So I'm not sure about that part. I don't have a Google speaker, so I feel my privacy has been protected.
I want to get into the poll that we had on YouTube. Stephen, if you can pull that up, we were asking what folks were most interested in. Can you run down the results, Stephen?
Yeah, so our first poll was, what are you most excited to see at the Made by Google event? And A was new Pixel phones, B, new Pixel watches, C, new Pixel buds, and D, Google XR glasses. And here are the results of our poll. 84% said new Pixel phones, 8% XR glasses, 5% Pixel watches, and 1% Pixel buds. So clearly, the Pixel phones are the big draw to this event.
But people are more interested in the XR glasses than the watch?
Yeah, because the XR glasses aren't done, and they've been previewed. Patrick, what do you make of the results of this poll?
I feel my 8%ers there, the XR glasses or Google Lens 2 or whatever they're gonna call it. I got to demo an early version of that at I/O, and it is wildly impressive. And I think I don't think it's going to be like Mark Zuckerberg says, where these things are going to replace your phone, but it's definitely like another avenue off of your phone that you can get info or not being like on screen all the time. But yeah, Pixel phones. I'm the phone managing editor, so I'm going to probably go for that over the anything else. And honestly, like I got to do I think the Pixel Pro phones, like they just feel amazing in hand. They're really well built. The screens are bright. They're really nice. And if you were to go back like even like 4 generations or 3 generations, like the quality of these phones is so much better than what Google was putting out years ago, which was still pretty good back then. So I think people are right. And also, not many companies still do the here's everything approach. Usually we have like little small events throughout the year for all other companies. So to have all these phones be announced at the same time is impressive, even if they don't all come out at the same time.
You know,
Yeah, at the event, there's tons and tons of people. There he is. Some technical issues.
hey, Mike.
Hey everyone, I just worked stage really quick. We're waiting for the event to begin. Maybe it worked, maybe it didn't. There is a lot of people here as we're crowding in, and we're seeing the phones that were revealed here. We know that the phones have already.
Well, we did get a glimpse of the stage a little bit. Thanks,
Yeah.
Mike, our CNET mobile reporter who's there right now. So thank you. Yeah, I think a stage event like this, we were just talking about the XR glasses, like that's their opportunity to give us a little bit of a surprise, a little nugget of something that maybe wasn't part of the main event, which is obviously the phones.
Yeah, I would think this strategy is based in the idea that there's going to be some kind of major surprise. But yes, all these celebrities there. I think the idea is to get iOS people over. Google showed me a product they used to call Tips. Now it's called My Pixel. And if you are going to come from an iOS device, it'll kind of show you where things are. So I'm thinking with these celebrities, they're going to be like, hey, watch Steph Curry throw it 35 feet. Now, obviously, he won't be doing that, but like to show it's tougher and you can talk to it and it can critique your shots or whatever you're going to do there. There are things that this phone can do software-wise that I've never seen before. So I think they're going, pardon the pun, full court press on just getting more people on Google, because there's who thinks of Google Pixels as a phone device? Does anybody? I know you guys are watching this, so you said yes, but does the general public know about the Pixel phone?
I'm a tech reporter. I'm scared.
You need a non-bubble
Actually,
person.
there was a poll that came out that Washington Post reported on, I think this morning, that 4% of the U.S. market is Google phones. So we know that like Apple is number one, Samsung two, and Motorola three. But 4% is not a big number. But the prestige of it, and also, back in the like Nexus days, these are the examples of how an Android phone should be and things like that. But I think you're right. I think that might be part of it. Also, maybe they just pull out another phone, be like, yo, we have the Pixel 10 Flip, and they finally announce a flip phone because they don't have that. Yeah, I'm not sure. Don't count on that last one that I said. So.
Oh, you brought up the Nexus. That's so cute. I'm having flashbacks.
I hope you're wrong about a flip. I really hope you're wrong, but that sounds like Google, because why do it?
They have money.
Well,
they have a lot
I
of
feel
money.
Like even if they're throwing a lot of money into like having all these different things, like what's going to come of it? Yes, you'll have like, the reports that we do, and you have all these clips on social media of all the celebrities that are going to be at the stage, but sometimes these always feel so forced. It feels like they're reading a script. And I'm just so curious on how it's going to get people who watch to really feel enticed to switch, like you said. Like, are there going to be a lot of moments where they're like, look how easy it is to switch from an iPhone, or like, here's why. And we hear that always in Google events. I think you always get a little bit of a dig at Apple. You get a little bit of a, hey, we do it first, we do it best. But it does always come back to me with like, people are stuck in these ecosystems, myself included. And I just kind of want that motivation. And when you see cute things like the flips and such, you start to have that conversation again, like, especially when Samsung recently came out with its flips. I'm hearing that a lot more, like, oh, I think I might want something different. So that's something that they could lean into for sure.
That's a very good point.
Patrick, did you get any briefings on earbuds?
I got a little info on it. I didn't get to try them, but yeah, we have. I think it was the lowest one on our poll. We have a new pair of Pixel Buds. They're called Pixel Buds 2A. So these are like their budget buds. I didn't mean to make that an alliteration there, but yeah. So essentially, these are an affordable pair of earbuds. They support Gemini Live, so you can have that in the ear now. Also, the Buds Pro 2, if I said that right, that have been out for a while, are getting a new colorway, and also will get a software update to have some of these same features, like support for Gemini, support for like if I was Mike and I was wearing those in that crowded room there, the noise cancellation off the mic, so we couldn't hear that as much as we probably did just now. But yeah, the Pixel Buds are interesting. I'm kind of excited to see what Google does with that. I know there were people hoping there would be like over the ear buds, over the ear headphones, maybe is a better way of saying that. But clearly we're not getting that. But yeah, Gemini, it's in your phone, it's in your watch, it's in your ear. Soon it'll be over your eyes. Like, remember when they had that like jean jacket with Levi's? I'm sure if they had it
Oh, yeah.
still, they would put it in the jean jacket, the jacquard jacket or whatever. So yeah.
Yeah, I got to see the buds, and I was like, okay, so tell me about them. And they're like, so listen, here's the deal. The ANC is closer to active noise cancellation, is closer to the original Pixel Buds Pro. Now, that's not really saying much because it's been like a long time, but Sony, Bose, and Apple kind of kick butt when it comes to ANC. So if people who are not interested in the buds, I could see why, because they're not that great. But this should move it forward, especially being able to have AI in your ear for a naturalistic conversation. I've used a lot of these different AI assistants, and Gemini is pretty good for utilitarian use. And that's kind of what you need. You're not going to have a philosophical conversation with Gemini. You might do that in GPT, but you're not going to do it with Gemini. But if you want to turn the lights on, it's your answer. I think, I don't know if the buds will be the way to do it, but Google's definitely trying every single variant of a wearable that will put Gemini on you somewhere, which could be frightening or could be great depending on how you look at it.
And do you guys remember, like last year we had a lot of these like AI devices that would supplement your phone. The most famous was that the AI pen that you would wear, and it didn't have a screen, and the company like closed down a few months later. But it's interesting
Name.
because now Google's like, hey, we actually have an existing ecosystem where we can bring AI to you. It doesn't do exactly what some of those, like the Humane AI pen did, but it's impressive. And when I tested the Pixel 9 Pro last year, I was kind of wowed by how well Gemini worked and how well integrated it is. It did still have things where it got things wrong, like most AIs still have problems with that based on their large like language models and things like that. But yeah, I think there's a lot more. And then we haven't talked about an AI that I thought was kind of cool, was its Magic Q, like Q like your CUE. And what this does is it can bring up info on your phone so you're not hunting for it. So Bridget, let's pretend we're all in the same city and I got an Airbnb and you and your family want to come over and you need the address. It can find the address for me so I don't have to like go hunting for it and copy paste and put it into like a text message and things like that. I did not get to see that demoed or actually, so I'm kind of curious to see how it works. But even if it works like 50% of the way, I imagine that could reduce a lot of stress. I also imagine there's going to be people who don't want that behind the scenes digging of their data, even if it's on their phone locally. So, but Magic Q seems like kind of a neat evolution of AI that's actually useful.
There's a phrase, useful, actually useful, because when it comes to Magic Q, I saw the demos, and there was a phone call to United Airlines, and what the phone did is it makes basically a little card that shows you your confirmation number, your frequent flyer number, and there's several other things, kind of like just a Google Now card if you're that old. Just look it up if you don't know what I'm talking about. But at the bottom is a link to the email that it's pulling from. So like you will have everything for you. The claim is it's all done on device, so nothing's going in the cloud back and forth because of the G5. The G5 is a whole other, Tensor G5 is supposedly amazing. I'm looking forward to testing this out myself, but Magic Q theoretically only does stuff on the phone. So if you want to know about Airbnb and it's bringing up the information, Google says they don't see it. Only the phone sees it. So I'm very curious about how that's going to work, and if it's, I hope it's true. It better be true. But like, it's useful information instead of, oh, wow, I can, I don't know, make a cat much bigger in a photo, which is fun, but it's not as useful.
I'm all here for bigger cats and photos. Yeah.
AI everywhere sounds like it's going to be a big theme of the show. And Patrick, you have to be everywhere. So I want to let you go so you can prepare for this event. It's going to start at the top of the hour. Thank you so much for joining us. And we're going to keep it here. And we're going to be showing the show on this stream. So don't go anywhere. But thanks, Patrick.
Have a good day. Happy Pixel Day.
Happy Pixel Day.
We have another poll we should talk about too.
Oh, yeah.
Beecham, do we have the other poll results for our second poll of the show?
We do. Our poll number 2 was, what do you think is most likely to happen at the Google event? And we had a couple multiple choice questions or answers here. Well, Samsung will make an appearance. Will we get more details on the XR glasses? C, Google will kill a product line. And D, Jimmy Fallon will be funny. So we asked our audience what was most likely to happen, and here are the results. Google will kill a product line. That is the number one. 31% of people believe that Google is going to kill a product line today. We will get, 24% said we'll get more details on XR glasses. 24%, oh, equal. That's an equal number. Samsung will make an appearance at the Made by Google event. And 19% believe that Jimmy Fallon will be funny. So those are results. Good results.
Well, I mean, that means more people believe that Jimmy Fallon will be funny. So the 19%, and there was only, what was it, 8%, 4% that wanted the buds. So you're very strange people. But I look forward to all of your opinions on this, because Google killing a product line being top on there, it's kind of a joke, but the fact is they've killed so many products. You've done those series of every year we mourn so many Google products.
Oh, yeah.
Do you think that has anything to do with people adopting their products? Because Google's famous for you have a Nest device, correct?
Oh my gosh. I'm so furious right now. I just moved to a place that already had a Nest thermostat installed.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought, oh, I have made it. I have finally made it. I have a smart thermostat because I rented and I never did before. And then I set it up and it gets like, oh, this will be not able to be controlled by an app anymore after October. It will not be a smart device. It will be a dumb thermostat that you must physically turn the knob to do anything for. I am furious because you have to buy a new one now. Otherwise, it's just plain. It's just.
But they give you a discount on it.
A discount to buy another one. Thank you so much to spend my money again on something that could just keep working. Nothing was wrong with it, and it goes. It just. I don't know what's going on with Google Nest.
Yeah, I think that's the attitude of a lot of people because Google seems to come into a market, kind of mess it up and do a great job and then just walks away from it. Like we're talking about Pixel phones. You notice how we're not talking about Pixel tablets, even though that thing, that's a real device that they haven't updated in years other than selling it without the dock. So
I love that little speaker dock. I was in love with it when they announced it.
They should have tons of those things, especially with the Pixel Snap phone stuff because you can put it in landscape. One of the cooler things about the Pixel Snap stand is when you put the device on it, it actually has a home control mode. So if you want, well, you couldn't control your Nest thermostat with it unless you get a new one, but it will give you access to that, basically kicking the heck out of every Google screened device because your phone is way more powerful than any of these things and they can do anything. But yeah, Google killing stuff, it wouldn't surprise me if they just walked away from smart home. Just kill Nest and just call it Google Home. Because Google Nest Hub Max,
it just rolls off the tongue.
And Google Fitbit, like I just think Google's going to try to integrate things, but
they're not going to get rid of the smart home products. It's maybe a rename, but it's a confusing thing once again. So they got to get the whole naming ecosystem maybe under control.
Yeah, maybe introduce the Pixel line of great stuff. So that stuff all works together as opposed to, oh, do you have the Nest Generation 1 with another Generation 2 speaker? They don't work together. They can't be a pair. I'm not making this up. So like even when you buy stuff from Google, if you have a Gen 1 and Gen 2 product for the smart home speakers and the little minis, they can't be a pair if they're the same generation. Why? I can't say that on air because I'll just start swearing.
Well, you have the Assistant and you have Gemini, and that in itself you were alluding to was giving you a lot of frustration.
Oh yeah.
There's a naming
Assistant.
problem.
Yeah, Assistant is a problem, but I also understand why they're not putting Gemini on those devices just yet, because then you would have this giant base of speakers pulling in AI requests, and I don't know if Google can handle that on the other end because you have how many cheap products attached to this, and also the experience I think is kind of a key point because I know with my Pixel 2 watch, I can't do everything that Assistant can on the speaker. This doesn't run routines, or at least it didn't. Why? They're both called Google Assistant. I literally did ask the head of Google about this, the hardware head, and he was just like, we think that there is situational versions of Assistant. I don't think so. So anyway.
I think you're right, and it's what everyone complained about, and also in the Apple ecosystem. You just want your assistant, whatever name it is, to just kind of work the same, and we're going to have to get there with all this new AI only being in the most powerful devices first. When you have those smaller smart home things, right? How does everything kind of feel more cohesive?
Yeah, it'd be easier to be able to talk to your devices, or at least they could identify each other. Smart home pairing has gotten, well, some smart home stuff gotten better through Matter. So like the smart home is not as simple as at least people thought it would be. So it's actually way better than it used to be. I remember when you had to get like was it Crestone or something? They would come in and they'd do all this for you. So it's cheaper. It's almost better. But yeah, cohesiveness is something that I think is lacking. And
look at the name of this event, Made by Google. The end. Like whatever it's called, just remember, kids, it's made by Google. You know? I mean, can you imagine an Apple event called Made by Apple, right? You know, but they're going to start soon. I think it's now. So stick with us. We'll be back with post-show analysis, and let's see what Google has in store.
Better be good.
What's up, Google gang? It's Alex Cooper, and I'm about to pass my phone to someone who's always in the hot seat.
Hey boo, I'm Cody Rigsby, and I'm passing the phone to someone who really puts the pedal to the metal.
Hi, I'm Landon Norris, and I'm passing the phone to someone who knows a thing or two about driving.
What's up? It's Bryson DeChambeau, and I'm passing the phone to someone that can make a shot from anywhere.
I'm Stephen Curry, and I'm passing the phone to somebody who is always on fire.
Hey, I'm a fire-breathing dragon, and I'm passing the phone to someone whose greatness isn't a myth.
I'm Trinity Rodman, and I'm passing the phone to another Trinity.
Hey, it's the Jonas Brothers.
Hey.
We're passing the phone to someone we look up to quite literally.
I'm Giannis Antetokounmpo, and I'm passing the phone to someone in the whole entire league.
Hi, I'm Asia Wilson, and I'm passing the phone to the actual GOAT.
I'm an actual GOAT, and I'm passing the phone to someone who also climbed their way to the top.
Hey, it's Jeremy Lin, and I'm passing the phone to someone who has a lot of experience being the captain of their team.
Hi, I'm Rick Osterloh, and I'm passing the phone to someone who even Google has trouble searching for.
Hi, I'm the Loch Ness Monster, and I'm passing the phone to someone who is not afraid of the spotlight, unlike me.
Hey, this is Jimmy Fallon, and wait, is this a Pixel 10? This is nice. I'm not passing this off to anyone.
Jimmy, you're on.
Oh, snap. It's time to get the show going. Let's do it.
And now, please welcome your 2025 Made by Google host, Jimmy Fallon.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Made by Google 2025. You're here. I'm your host, Jimmy Fallon, made by Jim and Gloria in 1974. I am so happy to be here. We're coming to you live from Brooklyn, New York. Today, we're going to talk about the new Pixel products. We're going to talk about battery life. We're going to talk about tensor chips. We're going to talk about IP numbers. And we're going to party as hard as we possibly can on a Wednesday at 1 p.m. Let's do it. Come on. Seriously, this is exciting. It's like a Taylor Swift album announcement for nerds. It really... Today, we're going to talk to some of the smartest, most innovative people and Googlers on the planet. What's even more exciting is that we're here to celebrate the 10th Google Pixel. 10. I'm happy to be here. Thank you for having me. We also have some pretty incredible party guests to help us celebrate. Two-time NBA MVP Giannis Antetokounmpo. Formula One racing legend Lando Norris. Podcasting mogul Alex Cooper. Street photographer Andre D. Wagner. YouTube sensation Karen Polynesia. Fitness instructor extraordinaire Cody Rigsby. The incomparable Stephen Curry. And the musical talents of the Jonas Brothers. Yes. This is Made by Google, and of course it wouldn't be Made by Google without hearing from this guy. Please give it up for the one and only Rick Osterloh. Come on, bud. How are you? Good to see you, Jimmy. Great to see you, Rick. Welcome to your show.
Well, I think it's our show, right? We're both here. This is awesome. Thanks so much for doing this with us. This is going to be great.
Today's a big day. This is a big deal. Now, for those in the audience and people who don't know what you do, what do you do here at Google?
Well, I'm the Senior Vice President of Platforms and Devices.
That sounds like a job you made up. Okay, what do you, what do you actually do?
Well, my team and I, we bring the magical helpfulness of Google to billions of people everywhere. So we work on Chrome and Android and Fitbit and Home and the Pixel devices you'll see a lot more of today. But nowadays, a lot of that magic comes from our AI technology that we call Gemini.
Gemini, absolutely.
Yeah, and the way Google thinks about this is like everything we're doing with Gemini should make life a little bit easier and hopefully a little more fun too.
And why do it like this? Why are you doing a live event?
Well, you know, I mean, there's a lot of good reasons for this, but we think this year we've got a game-changing phone with game-changing technology. Why not have
You know?
Yeah. They know.
Everyone, they know. They
Yeah.
know. Why not have a game-changing launch event, right? So this is going to be. It's going to be pretty different, but I hope people like it.
Yeah, I'm excited. I know you and your team have been working on this for a long time now. How does it feel now that it's finally here?
It's the best. I mean, these are my favorite moments. Every time we launch a big product like a phone, it's usually after the productive work of, thousands of people.
I mean, people
for years.
backstage so excited right now.
Oh,
They're
I
like,
know.
it's happening.
Everyone's really excited about it. And we're really proud of what we've made this year. And so we're very excited to show it off to everyone.
I've been using the new Pixel, and Gemini is next level. It's awesome.
Well, thank you. We've been building towards this universal AI assistant with Gemini. And we think this assistant has to be personal, so it's intelligent enough to kind of understand you and your context. And it's got to be agentic. It's a fancy way of saying it can take action for you under your direction.
You don't have to tell me what agentic means.
Well, yeah, you're
talking to, yeah, that's my Scrabble
user.
word. Yeah. Agentic. Oh, he's playing it again. Yeah.
You're an expert user of agents, I know.
Yes.
But it's also, like a good agent, it's got to keep your information private and personal. And it also needs to be with you in the background whenever you need it, just ready to help. And so already, you can use Gemini on your phone, and you can use it on your watch, and earbuds. This fall, it's going to be coming to your car, to your TV, and to your smart speakers and smart display in the home.
You're doing car.
Yes, that's
a big
right.
deal.
It's going to be everywhere. It's got to be everywhere where you are.
Yeah.
And we're even working on glasses with Gemini in them.
Wow. All right. Tell me about AI in phones. I feel like everybody's talking about it. This is the headline.
Yes, there has been a lot of hype about this, and frankly, a lot of broken promises too. But Gemini is the real deal. We've got the best models, we've got the best AI assistant, and it means this can just unlock so much helpfulness on your phone. So maybe you want to be more creative or just more productive, or maybe you want to use your phone a little bit less, so you can just get on with your life and be in the moment. And your phone and your assistant should be able to make that possible for you. And this has been our vision for AI and mobile technology for a very long time. And in fact, we were talking about this at the first Pixel launch almost a decade ago.
Oh my gosh. I wish that we could have a clip of that and just to show you. What's that?
Yeah,
we do
nice.
have a clip of you 10 years ago. Can we pull that up really quick?
Oh gosh.
This is why we believe the next big innovation is going to take place at the intersection of hardware and software with AI at the center.
Wow. Fantastic. Is that like a scoop neck you were rocking there? That's
Yeah, that shirt is permanently retired.
Yeah. You haven't aged a bit. You're like the Paul Rudd of Google.
Well,
you really are.
Thank you. I think it's the lighting.
Yeah.
But we've been on this journey for a while, as you can see.
Yeah.
And what brought me to Google in the first place was, this shouldn't just be about your phone. It's about how you can use it and use AI to help you. And over the years, we've been making these really big leaps forward with Pixel and with Android and now with Gemini, and just doing things that no one else was doing on a phone.
There are a lot of Pixel fans out there. In fact, I thought it'd be maybe fun to share a few of their best posts from Reddit, showing you how much they love it.
All right, let's hear it. This is awesome. Let's see it.
This first person says, whenever using a phone without Circle to Search, I feel like I'm in the Stone Age.
That's awesome. Well, Circle to Search is a great capability. We just launched it last year. It caught on super fast with people.
It's amazing. I
Thank
love
you.
Circle to Search.
Yeah, you use it?
Yeah, I do. I've been playing around with it. If you do, you just hold the home button on any photo and then circle anything and it will find it. You can, like, it's a pair of sunglasses or you can order it right there.
Yeah.
I actually looked, my daughter was, she wanted her friend's pajamas. And I took a picture of both of them, and I circled the pajamas and found it immediately. So thanks to you, my daughter has new pajamas. So thank you for that.
Yeah, that's good.
Thank you.
That's good.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
It's a little thing.
Little thing. Sounds expensive. Sounds expensive.
This one says, hey everyone, I just had a terrifying experience last night, and I honestly believe my Google's Pixel crash detection feature might have saved my life. I feel like I need to share this urgently. And then there's a whole story about that, and a lot of people chiming in. Talk to me about this.
Yeah, I mean, that is just awesome to hear and great feedback. There's nothing better than really helping someone in a moment of need. And Pixel was the first phone that launched car crash detection. We did it all the way back in 2019.
Is that right? And it detects when you're in an accident and will call emergency services.
Call it automatically for you, yeah.
That's amazing. This one here made me laugh. It says, I always volunteer to take the photos. Some, seeing that it's not an iPhone that I have, look confused or disappointed until the photos are displayed, and then they look confused again to realize that iPhones don't take the best pics.
Yes. I know that this can be very disorienting.
Yeah, talk to me.
But we hear that a lot from the Pixel community that we have the best camera out there. And from our earliest days with Android, we've been using AI to dramatically improve photography. And we've been leading the industry ever since with Pixel.
So, Rick, you're 10 generations in. I'm sure the Redditors out there want to know what's next for AI in phones.
Well, there's so much. I mean, I think so many of the things we've been researching and building for years, they're now becoming real. And what we're trying to do is we're trying to make your phone more personal and proactive. And so it doesn't just wait and listen to your requests. It starts to anticipate them because it knows what you're trying to do. We call this personal intelligence, and you'll hear a lot more about that concept today.
So it knows about you and what you think, so it might look at me and go, okay, Jimmy's hungry, let's order a pizza.
Right. Yeah, he's looking famished. No, not quite that kind of thing, but very close, and even bigger. So for instance, Gemini could do something like plan a team celebration dinner for 12 people tonight. It might go find a restaurant that'll accommodate that group, find shareable plates in a restaurant like that, look for a karaoke place nearby, and maybe even order custom t-shirts for the celebration.
It will do all of that.
It can do all of that. It doesn't just give you the results, it gets things done for you.
And how soon will that be possible?
A lot sooner than people think. This kind of thing is coming this year. And this is how our vision of an agentic universal AI assistant becomes reality. Can I show you something else we're really excited about working on?
Yes, please.
All right. Well, Pixel's getting even better as sort of a creative studio. You can use VO and Gemini just to enter a few words or add an image.
Yeah, VO, yeah.
Yes, and it will create a video automatically for you. And so here's an example. Here's a photo of my dog, Dakota.
Oh, he's a stud.
He's a good boy, usually, yeah. But if you check out this photo, we can turn it into a video with VO. And it's really quite interesting how it does this.
Now that I can talk, my platform is simple. More treats. Like and subscribe if you agree.
Everything okay at home, Rick?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we have a special breed of dog that can speak.
Yeah.
With
That's
VO.
amazing.
Yeah, wow. Yeah, it's amazing. But it's this generative AI is so fun to play with on Pixel. You can create things like that. And anything in your head, you can bring to life in just a couple minutes. And now if you buy a Pixel 10 Pro or a Pro Fold, you get a full year of Google AI Pro on us.
Really? A full year?
Yes, full year. Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah. It has all of our Gemini magic is in one place with this. So you can do more with VO. You can use Notebook LM, which is our AI research assistant. Or you could also use Flow, which lets you create these cinematic scenes and longer videos. So Google AI Pro is the collection of all of our latest AI breakthroughs.
Wow. Anything else you're excited about?
Well, yes, as a matter of fact, there is. Thanks for asking.
I worked really hard on that question. Yeah. I knew I was going to get you with that, yeah.
I love Gemini Live on Pixel. I think it's so cool. Oh, yeah. So you can just share your camera now with Gemini and point it at anything, and you can just get help. And so, you might be working on a DIY project. Maybe you're trying to learn a new hobby, or, maybe you're trying to help your kid with their homework and pretend, you understand what they're doing.
Yeah.
Whatever you need. You can just share your camera, you can point it at something, and Gemini will help you out.
Wow. Can we see a little Gemini Live in action?
Oh yeah, I think that's a good idea. Why don't we roll the clip?
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Lando, it looks like we swapped spots for the day. Any advice?
Train hard, drive fast, and most importantly, get a cool looking race suit.
That's easy. I can do that.
Any advice for me?
You're gonna need a cool nickname. I'm the Greek freak. What's your nickname?
For now, let's go with Landog.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna work.
I'm sorry, I'm new here. Gemini.
Hi, what can I do for you today?
Look over the rest of my calendar. I'm gonna learn how to drive like Lando Norris.
Done. I expect to see you on the podium by sunset.
My hand-eye coordination and reflexes are normally pretty dialed in. Is that going to translate to basketball?
Your fantastic hand-eye coordination and reflexes are a huge advantage in basketball. You are set up for some great plays.
What kind of race car does Lando Norris drive?
He's in the MCL 39. It's an evolution of their championship-winning MCL 38, designed to push the boundaries of performance.
How would I go about driving a car like that in a day?
You'll need a track, spare car, and perhaps a guardian angel. If you're serious, start with a simulator or a high-performance driving school.
Let's talk live. How would someone 5'10" slam dunk?
Practice approach steps. Timing is key. You need a combination of speed and power, which requires serious training.
We'll see about that.
Gemini, which one of these can go faster?
The one on the right, the MP45B, is considered to have a higher top speed. It had a more powerful engine and some aerodynamic improvements.
No way. Gemini, is it wise to drive a high-performance car after just one day of training?
Perhaps you could explore alternative options, like go-karting.
Go-kart, yeah.
Can you start a basketball workout, please? Oh my God, something wrong with this ball.
I feel like Lando. I'm a racing driver.
Do you mind taking a photo for me?
Yes, of course.
I've actually done a slam dunk.
Nice try, Lando. I'm ready, I'm pumped.
Is height even that big of a deal in basketball?
Gemini, let's do this.
Welcome to the freak show!
Brake early and smoothly before the turn.
Make sure your eyes are always on the rim.
Hold your line once committed.
That's it. Come on.
Take a deep breath in and exhale slowly.
Do not lunge at the last second.
Keep your weight on the balls of your feet. Visualize the ball going through the net.
Gemini, thank you very much.
You're a true champion. Congratulations.
You guys doing like what, 200 miles per hour?
Yeah, but you can also dunk, and I can't dunk.
There's more chance for you to be able to dunk than me drive that car.
And now I want to welcome the Vice President of Marketing, Adrian Lofton.
Hey, hello. Hey, Jimmy. Hey, bud.
How are you?
I'm pretty good. How are you?
I'm fantastic. I'm very excited about this table. This is what I'm looking for. This is what we're all talking about right here. Okay. What are we looking at? What are we talking about today?
Okay, I'll get started because I know you are ready to go.
No,
I can feel it.
psyched.
I can feel the vibes.
Yes.
Okay, so as we celebrate our 10th generation of our amazing history, I do have to say we are most excited about what's coming next.
Yeah, love that.
So, you want to talk about what's next?
Please.
Okay, so the first thing I'll say before we get into these amazing devices on the table is at Pixel, we are obsessed with making devices that people want in their lives, with all the AI tools you need to do more of what you love or less of what you don't.
Yeah. What's keeping people from loving their phones?
So we think about that quite a lot. So one of the things we think are keeping people from loving their phones is phones can be built to be a little bit distracting, and they could take up too much of people's time. And they're often a walled garden. And I'm going to try not to be too techie today. So walled garden, I'm even new to tech, and I was like, what the heck is that? So
Yeah.
Walled garden simply means some companies build their phones to lock you in and force you to use their devices in only one way. And it seems like that way sometimes doesn't work exactly as you expect or maybe as you need. Have you ever experienced that?
Yes. I want the freedom. Come on.
That's right. So speaking of freedom, at Google, we believe you should ask for more of your phone. And that is why we built Pixel. It's got the world's best AI assistant. It's got an incredible camera. and it's Android. So that simply means it's the most open platform that's built for true freedom of choice. And this part gets us excited. We do not always celebrate, but for the past 2 years, we've been voted as the world's best phone. Past 2 years in a row.
Yeah, come on, that's good. And I got a good feeling about this year, too.
You see what I'm saying? So with all of that information, I know in the background, we introduced you to Pixel just a couple weeks ago.
You did.
I hear through the grapevine you might be having a little bit of fun.
Yes.
And so I might ask you today, no pressure, but what's it going to get you to upgrade to a Pixel?
I just like new, anything new or next. I like what is next. I want to do something. I want to see something new.
Okay, all right. Rick started to talk about exactly that. And I think we're in the right place and the right time to start talking next and new. So thing one you should know is today we're launching 7 all-new Pixel devices. So I'll walk you through if you're good with that. I'll go left to right.
Let's do it.
And then if you have questions, now we've done this a couple times, so you never don't have questions. So whenever you do, throw them out.
I know.
And we'll just talk it through together.
Yeah,
it's the best. Okay, so let's start with the Pixel 10. So we're taking the world's best smartphone and we're upping our own game with the 10. It's powerful, it's fast, and feel the satin finish on the edges and the camera bar.
Ooh, silky.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The design and the aesthetic is unbelievable. And it's a Pixel, so the camera is unbelievable. And the colors, we think, look at this palette, we think these colors are sexy as hell.
Yeah, well, it's Wednesday afternoon. Let's be PG, okay?
Okay, that's fair.
But yes, they are sexy.
It is Wednesday afternoon. I think you said that in the opening monologue. But we're live streaming around the world. It's 5 p.m. somewhere, so maybe we get just a little spicy.
All right, here we go. All right,
okay.
I like that.
Okay. So at Pixel, we believe your phone should reflect your personality. And that's true with what's on your screen, too. So unlike other devices, you can customize your Pixel as little or as much as you want. So we think it's just stunning. And we have a fancy name for all of this. It's called Material 3 Expressive, because Pixel 10 is all about your vibe on your screen.
Yeah.
And the screen that we've got is just absolutely stunning.
I love it. I want to frame it.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. We'll have.
That's the 10.
That's the 10.
Loving that.
Okay,
I need
so
that.
we're going to go to what we know you love and we have in your back pocket right now. So let's go to the Pixel 10 Pro.
Yes.
Okay, so this guy is for people who want more. It features premium materials, premium performance, and it comes in 2 sizes. So you could pick the one that works best for you. Remind me which one works best for you.
XL all the way.
It's the XL all the way.
Yeah.
And on top of that, it has the best display of any flagship phone, and it has the best pixel camera ever. So if you pause on that and we just keep it real, if it has the best pixel camera ever, then that means it just has flat out the best camera ever.
Oh! Yeah!
On top of that, and we'll talk a lot about this a little bit later on, we've got something called ProRes Zoom. And bottom line, this is the highest quality zoom on any smartphone, and it lets you zoom up to 100x. So this picture, it looks incredible, right?
Oh my God, yeah, that's me driving into work this morning.
It looks just like New York City.
Yeah.
Because you'll see that it might not, if you take it from where we actually took this shot from, way back there.
Whoa!
Now that's you driving in from...
That's right.
Exactly. Wow. So not only do we have ProRes Zoom and everything else we talked about, the Pixel 10 Pro is extremely fast. Now that's credit to our Google Tensor G5 chip.
Tensor! Come on. You know there's Tensor nerds out there know what I'm talking about. Tensor G5!
And I just have to tell you, in Mountain View somewhere, there is a Tensor team that is crunk.
Yeah.
Because that is perfect.
I know.
And on top of that chip, we have laptop levels of RAM. So there is plenty of power for the latest Gemini features and for all of the AI updates we're going to continue to roll out over the life cycle of this phone. Speaking of which, every Pixel comes with 7 years of OS and security updates. On top of that, you get something that we call Pixel Drops. And that's new software and features that roll out over the life of time, so your phone keeps getting better, smarter, faster.
That's what I'm talking about. And now, how about these colors? I'm loving everything. I'm loving this bluish purple. I'm loving everything.
So as a marketer and our design crew that's in the audience, when you start talking color, you're speaking our language. It's a vibe, it's a feel, it's not just a name.
Yes.
So maybe we Vanna White a little bit. We'll go real quick. So this, we've got Moonstone. If you pick that guy up, we've got more Moonstone. If you pick this one up.
Sorry. I didn't know which one you wanted to pick. Yeah. Of course, this is
We've
not
got
1 cent.
beautiful jade.
Jade, of course.
And then on top of that, we've got a luxurious porcelain. And then finally, you can get this guy, sleek, powerful obsidian. So at the end of the day, every color, your choice, it's all up to you to decide.
Yep.
So that is Pro. Now I've got one more for you, and I'm so excited for you to meet the Pixel 10 Pro Fold.
Yes, come on, here we go. Let's go. Now we're talking. Now we're talking.
I know where your heart lies.
Oh my goodness.
So the Pixel 10, it's in your hands now.
Yes, come on.
The
Look at this.
Pixel 10 Pro Fold really stands out in a crowd because it reimagines what a phone can and should be. As Jimmy is showing us as our model,
so rad.
It is a phone, it is a tablet, it is a movie screen. We believe it is absolutely incredible.
It's so thin.
It's so thin, it's so flexible, and we talk about this quite a lot. It's pencil thin, but it's extremely durable. So you can spend the next many, many years doing what Jimmy's doing, which is like fascinatingly staring at this phone. And
Like
on
a
top
cat
of
with a laser. I'm like, yeah, where's it go? I can't get it.
on top of that, we've got inside this phone IP68 water and dust protection.
I knew it was going to IP68. Let's go. IP68. That's
Okay, what does this tell us
the
about?
internet's going crazy right now. Like, you made a foldable with IP68. Yeah, 6 is for dust and 8 is for water, right?
Yes.
Wetness?
Yes.
Yeah, I know that. Yeah,
Yes.
thank you.
Yes.
I did a little research.
Yes.
I did my homework. So you could be on the beach.
Yep.
You can get a little spill on it if you want. Maybe you're at a dusty construction site walking around.
Okay, but wait.
you know?
Okay, legal's in here somewhere, so I can't say all that.
Okay.
So
saying it.
IP68 does almost everything Jimmy just said.
Yes.
So yes. But just think about rain, water, you're at the club, you spill a drink, accidents happen, we got your back. So the fold is durable, it's beautiful.
No foldable has done this.
That
yet.
is correct.
You're
It
the
is
first to
a
do it.
first.
Come on, history.
That is correct.
That's what I'm talking about.
Okay,
That's
so
going to be a game changer.
on top of the phones that you just walked through, better than me, we've got the Pixel Snap. And this is pretty simple. The Pixel Snap just allows you to snap your phone on chargers, on wallets, on stands, on anything you need. And on top of that, just a little secret that this works perfectly fine with your Apple MagSafe accessories.
Can you say... Can you say accessories? You can't say that. You said the A word.
I said...
Can we talk about Apple?
I did say the A word.
You did. You said it.
I believe deeply
Yeah.
that at Pixel we are confident in our product and in our brand, and we love everybody in the game, so we can say anyone's name we want on this stage.
That's what I'm talking about. All right. All right.
Okay, now we're cooking.
I know.
So let's move on to the Pixel Watch 4. The new Pixel Watch is elegant, it's comfortable, it's simply beautiful, and it's a timepiece. So look, first of all, we match.
Twinsies.
Second of all, it's arm candy.
Yeah.
And on top of that, it comes with all of Google's helpfulness. So you get your Fitbit stats, your Gemini assistant, everything is just one glance away. And of course, with all of these watch faces and all of these bands, you mix it, you match it, you wear it however you want, because we at Pixel think fashion matters, right?
Yes, it totally matters. These are stunning. I love all of this stuff.
That's right. And on top of this, it's got excellent battery life. So just 15 minutes in this charger gets you up to 15 hours of use.
15 minutes gives you 15 hours.
It's that simple.
I love talking about battery life.
And on top of that, and just on a little bit more of a serious note,
Yeah.
the Pixel Watch is the only smartwatch, yes, the only one, that can detect a loss of pulse. And it automatically places a call to emergency services for you. Now, we hope our community never needs these features, but you need to know that Pixel always has your back.
That's fantastic.
Okay.
Great.
Now, on a lighter note,
Yeah.
earbuds.
Let's talk earbuds.
Okay, so the first announcement is we're rolling out many new features to our Pixel Buds Pro 2 just next month. There are new head gestures that let you shake your head to decline a call or nod your head to accept a text.
No way.
Yes. And on top of that, you could talk to Gemini Live in noisy places like busy cafes. And on top of that, you get the new adaptive audio, and that's just great for those moments where you need to block out some noise, but let the important sounds come through.
Yep.
On top of that, we're adding loud noise protection. I don't need to describe what that means. I think we all know.
Yeah.
And so if you already own a pair of Pixel Buds Pro 2, just like we talked about earlier with new features rolling out constantly, your buds just got better. So congratulations.
Wow. That's it. So if
And
you own
you-
it already, you're getting an update.
Yes, and
So-
you own these already, so you're getting the update.
Yeah, so in an update in a couple of months, my mom calls me. I can go like that.
Yes.
And, okay. Okay,
But-
stop calling me, Mom. Yeah.
That's right, and we're going to hope she's not watching.
Oh, no, yeah, sorry. Yeah, turn your computer off.
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay, and now let's talk about
She's calling right now.
now let's talk about the new, and that is the Pixel Buds 2A.
Ah.
Okay, so these are the best of Pixel Buds, but at an incredible value. You get active noise cancellation, crystal clear audio, all-day battery life, and they're smaller, lighter, and super comfortable. They also have this very cool twist-to-adjust stabilizer, so you can get the exact right fit. Okay, so we talked buds, we talked watches, we talked Pixel Snaps, and of course devices. That is it. These are the latest additions to the Pixel family.
You are a pro. Come on, that's how you do it. Adrian, thank you. You
Thank
are
you.
a pro.
You are also a pro, but I'll say a couple things. First of all, Pixel builds our products to make sure everybody feels like a pro. Everybody needs to feel like a VIP, and that is why we do what we do. And I want to hit one more topic that's a little bit touchier, right? So we realize the idea of switching your phone brand can seem scary. It can even maybe be a little bit daunting. And so we've talked about and have tackled the top 2 concerns that people have when it comes to switching. And the first is to make sure your information moves with you seamlessly. And so what we need you to know is all you have to do is plug your old device into your brand spanking new Pixel, follow a few steps, and all of your information just slides simply right over.
Yeah.
Very simple. There's nothing to be afraid of.
It works.
Okay? So that's thing 1. Thing 2 is we know that you need to seamlessly communicate with your loved ones. Like, that's probably the most important thing. And so I'm going to ask you a technical question, but have you ever heard of RCS?
RCS, got everything else I knew about. No, I don't know RCS.
Okay, and that's okay. Most people don't. RCS stands for Rich Communication Services. You don't even need to remember that name.
Okay.
I would have a shameless plug to say check your phone and make sure RCS is on, because this is how it needs to work for both sides of this fence. But RCS simply means there's now one text standard for all. And what you should know is Android has been using RCS for many, many, many years. But Apple recently adopted it as well. And so what does that mean? It means that now when you're chatting with your iFriends, you can say goodbye to blurry photos and videos. You can react with all your cute emojis to the text messages. And finally, the group chat is for the whole group.
So we can stop talking about the green text versus the blue text?
Yes.
Or that?
Yes, and first of all,
The green
I'm going to
bubble?
say, personally,
Yeah.
the green-blue bubble battle is silly, and it's tired, and at Google, we're done with that conversation.
Yeah.
Inside of our company, whether it's Google, Android, or Pixel, we believe technology is at its best when it brings people together, no matter what phone brand they carry in their hands. And we hope that phone in your hands is a Pixel.
Yeah, amazing. Thank you so much, Adrian Lofton, everybody. Now that we know what we're working with here, it's time for me to take a deeper dive into all of these new products. So right now, I'm going to be joined by a few more Googlers for some live demos. You ready to get started with this? All right, up first, to teach me how to keep up with my overflowing inbox, let's say hello to Tyler. Hey, bud. Nice to see you, bud.
Hey, how's it going?
Everything's fantastic. This is great. Tyler, my inbox is out of control, and you said that my Pixel 10 can help with that.
Absolutely.
Okay.
We've got a new feature called Magic Queue, and it's perfect for keeping on top of your messages and so much more. You want to give it a try?
Yeah. All right. Take it away.
No, Jimmy, that's your phone, which means this is also going to be your demo.
Okay. Okay. Everyone's about to see my phone. Here we go.
All right. So let's see what we got.
This is my text.
So you've been ignoring some of your friends here.
Yeah. It's a balance. It's a balance.
But we can help you out. We can
Thank
help
you.
you out here. Let's start at the top. Actually, that's my boss, Rick.
Yep.
So he messaged you. Let's get back to him.
Yep. There's Rick there. He says to me, when are we getting dinner tonight? Now, if I've already made reservations.
Yep. And so at the bottom there, that button, that's Magic Queue at work. And look, you can see it already found the name of the restaurant for you. Right from the booking email that you had, you can just tap it to send. It's that easy.
So That's great.
Right? Magic Q uses Gemini capabilities to understand what you're trying to do, and then it connects the dots across all the different apps on your phone.
That's so cool. Let's do some more.
Take it away.
Steph Curry, what time do you land in the Bay? So this is me going to San Francisco, and then it found when I am going to San Francisco, like a...
That's it. Yep. Magic Q can find just the right bit of information that you need, and then bring it straight to you.
Wow. All right, so he knows that too.
Yep. Let's give it another go.
All right, Lando, we were talking earlier. What was the new Jonas Brothers song Tim was saying I should listen to? That's I Can't Lose. That's the one we're talking about today. It's a good song off the new album, Jonas Brothers.
Yeah.
It found that, because I was...
Yep, you don't have to dig back through your old messages or group chats that you have.
Magic Q.
Yep, does all the work for you.
This is kind of fantastic. So, this one's from Alex Cooper. Hey.
You got cool friends, man.
Yeah. Well, I host a talk show,
Oh.
and you meet a lot of famous people.
That's cool.
Alex says, can you share that photo of Gary in the hat?
Yeah, so this is cool here. So Magic Q can do more than just find the information you need, but it can also help you get things done, like searching for exactly the photos that a friend's asking for. Check it out.
So I go to share photos. There's Gary.
And turns out Gary's a dog.
Gary is my dog, yes. Yeah, Gary. So there's a picture of Gary in the hat. I just click on Gary and then done. Send. Look at that.
Pretty magical, right?
Easy.
And you should know, we've designed all of this to be completely private. Magic Q runs right on your Pixel, which means all the processing, all the AI, and all your personal information stays private to you.
I got another one back from Rick.
He's back, yeah. Let's see what he needs.
All right, well, he says, can you call the restaurant and push the time back?
Yeah, so Magic Q can actually help you out with that too. You can see here that it's provided you with the exact number that you need to call. Let's give it a shot.
That's wild. So that's the number right there.
That's the one.
We're calling them.
And check it out. Magic Q can connect the dots across more than just your messaging apps. Like here, when you're on a phone call, it'll bring the information right to you.
Yeah, that's my reservation. Are we on the phone with them now?
We can call him back.
We should call him back.
We can call him back. As you can see, Magic Q is just one way that Pixel 10 anticipates your needs and makes life just a little bit easier. And you'll see even more personalized AI experiences rolling out across Gemini, Search, and lots more in the coming weeks ahead.
Thank you, Tyler.
Great work, Jimmy.
That was great, bud.
Thanks, man.
All right, while I finish cleaning up my inbox with Magic Q, our next Googler, Kenny, is going to take us through Pixel 10's incredible new camera features with the amazing Alex Cooper.
Thanks, Jimmy. You are actually crushing it. It's amazing. So my job on the Pixel camera team is to help everyone be their most creative self. That's why I'm so excited to be here with the one and only Alex Cooper. She's the founding father of the wildly popular podcast Call Her Daddy, CEO of Unwell Network, and a self-taught creative superstar.
Oh my God, Kenny, thank you so much. Thank you for having me, everyone. I'm really excited.
Literally anytime.
Okay, perfect.
So, as you know, we have some fun demos for everyone today. But first, I'm actually pretty curious. How did you get started as a creator?
I have actually been a creator my entire life. As a kid, if I wasn't on the soccer field, I was in my basement making and editing videos with my best friends. And I'm still creating every single day, but now it's just on a much larger scale with Call Her Daddy. But what have you been up to over there, Kenny?
Literally nothing. No, but I'm just helping to build the world's best smartphone camera, of course.
Flex.
That's my
Okay,
dream.
casual. Casual.
You know. But I am a creator myself on the side, but we're not going to talk about that. What we are going to talk about, though, is how we're aligned on the idea that anyone can be a creator, right?
Yes. I mean, I agree with you. I think a lot of people really assume that you need to spend a ton of money or get this equipment for editing tools. But in reality, you can really create so much with just your phone, and it looks just as good, if not sometimes better.
And as you know, we've been really working hard to make creativity as easy as possible with Pixel 10, especially for people who don't have a lot of experience with photo editing or taking that perfect picture.
Yes.
Should we get started with some editing, Alex?
Let's do it. Okay,
right.
So earlier I was backstage and I got a photo with Jimmy Fallon, obviously, to send to my mom. And so I will be honest, we were in a rush and I didn't get my favorite best photo. So I think we need a little bit of editing, right?
We can pick it up. The good news is it's all fixable.
Okay.
Now you can ask Google Photos to edit pictures for you.
Yep.
Even if you don't know anything about photo editing, you just type what you want to improve and it'll do it for you.
Okay, so for this photo, when I'm looking at it, my personal preference would be I want to fix the lighting and I'm gonna fix the framing. So let's put that in.
Okay, you see this kind of sparkly vibe that's going on?
Yep.
That is the Gemini models that work. So they're identifying the people and they're actually changing the background, fixing the lighting, and
oh my God. Oh my God.
There you go.
I'll be real, as someone who spends hours in the past editing photos, this is truly a game changer for me as a creator. Also, my favorite thing about this is I love that there is no need to go back and forth between a bunch of different apps. It is right here on this.
The switching back and forth is one of my pet peeves, so now I can say...
We don't have time, Kenny, we don't have time.
We know, it's done, it's done.
Also, well, let's be honest, the goal is always to just catch the perfect shot.
You are absolutely right. And again, Pixel has used AI to improve your photos in the past, but now we're also using AI to help you become a better photographer too.
Great.
Should we show the people how it works?
I think so. I do think we need a different kind of model, though.
I did
No,
pretty well.
You look great, Kenny, but I was thinking more. Jimmy, can you come back out here really quick for me? Yeah, Jimmy.
How you doing?
No, listen.
Yes.
I need you to give me full model. Get on the couch.
There you go.
Get on the couch.
Let's go.
Give me sexy model pose.
Yes.
I feel like that's
like
just
this.
too much for Google. Get up. Just get up. Okay. Close your legs. Close your legs.
Thank you very much.
Jimmy, close your legs.
Thank you, Alex.
I like this.
I'm
I like
thinking.
this.
Okay, so basically, I want to just start with getting a picture.
Exactly.
But we're gonna use Camera Coach.
Jimmy, calm down.
Sorry.
Jimmy,
Okay, so
The phone's telling you
too
that?
sexy.
Camera coach.
So yeah, we're gonna hit that top right button. You see that Camera Coach button, and we're gonna hop in. So right now, Camera Coach is analyzing the scene and trying to get us kind of different poses that Jimmy could be in. And ooh, we got a few.
So right now we have host on the sofa. We have a close-up on the host, which I do really like that.
That's amazing.
We have man on blue sofa.
Who is that?
And we have studio backdrop. So they're giving me kind of the canvas of
We
what
love
I
the
can play with.
close-up. You know you
I
like the close-up.
personally, we need to go right for the moneymaker. We got to go close up on Jimmy, okay? So we're going close up. Here we go. We're picking this.
Right now, Gemini just created a bunch of different steps for us to get that perfect photo. So go ahead, Alex, lead
Sorry,
the charge.
look at Jimmy's face. Okay, so at the top, it's giving me suggestions of how to make this the optimal photo. So it says zoom in to his chest and go up.
Okay.
Are you okay if I come closer to your chest?
Thank you for asking.
Perfect. Okay.
Okay.
Coming close to the chest.
Yeah.
Next, it says place his head in the upper part of the frame. So I'm
Yeah.
going to come down a little bit
Jimmy,
more.
place your head in the upper part of the frame.
Yeah. Jimmy, just don't move, Jimmy, okay? Trust me. Okay, lower the camera to his eye level.
All right,
Here
we're
we
getting
go. And then we're going to take this gorgeous photo. But you know what? I think I'm going to go portrait because, Kenny, you know I'm obsessed with portrait. Cheers. Boom.
Ooh,
Money, baby.
There we go. There
Money.
we go. There we go. We're going
Here
to
we
see it.
go.
Let's pull it up.
Did I do it? No, wait. Did I do it? Okay, I'm taking so
We
many
saw what
selfies.
we weren't supposed to see.
I'm taking a lot of selfies
What
today.
I will say is it looked pretty good in my mind. I don't know. I liked it.
I think
liked
you
it.
looked pretty shocking.
Coach.
There we go. That's pretty good.
This
I
is
like
called
that.
this is called a model.
I feel like one.
What I will say though is to all the girls that are watching, I personally know how hard it is to train your boyfriend or your husband to get that perfect shot. And now Camera Coach can just train all the boys for us. Thanks, boys.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you. Let's hear it for our newest Pixel photographers, Jimmy Fallon and Alex Cooper. Thank you so much. So that just happened. So with Pixel 10, taking and editing photos is easier than ever, even if you don't know a lot about photography. But what if you do know some stuff about photography? Well, Pixel 10 can help here too. We've invited one of our favorite photographers to share what he's been able to do with the Pixel 10 Pro. You've probably seen his iconic portraits of celebrities like Beyonce and Stephen Curry, or one of my personal favorites, his photo of Kendrick Lamar and SZA for their Grand National Tour. Either way, everyone, please show some love to the legendary Andre D. Wagner.
How you doing, bro? Of course, man. Of course. Andre. How you feeling, man? How you doing?
Feeling great. Feeling good.
Okay. I heard you got early access to the Pixel 10 Pro. What's the
Yeah,
vibe?
early access, that's how I roll. I think first impressions is I was actually quite impressed.
Oh, say less. Okay, we're done. No. But I heard you went out and took over 2,000 photos in the city, so I really want to take a look at a few, if you don't mind. I would love to see it. Let's do it.
I mean, I like to get my day started early, so I wanted to get out before the light got harsh. And so we have this like classic photo of Brooklyn brownstones.
Love it.
Blue skies, this like beautiful like golden gradient on the windows here. And then on the right, I actually ended up going up to Harlem, and I caught this brother just taking his sisters to a bodega. So just like a lovely scene right here.
These pictures are so dope. I love that scene you caught on the right with the family and taking them. That's so precious. Like amazing how you capture that. But to me, I'm like, I just moved to New York. I'm on my brownstone vibe. I love this like Brooklyn brownstone, and more importantly, it feels so quintessential New York. And the thing that we've really worked on this year with our camera is to make sure all the colors are true to life. So you see the reds of the brownstone, the blue of the sky. These should be like exactly how you remember them that day.
Yeah, actually, both of these photographs, I did no edit. So these are just like how the colors and how it just renders straight out of the box. So.
Man, we got to keep going. Let me see another set. I got to keep going.
So, I mean, as a photographer, I love to photograph movement. So you also can't talk about New York City streets without talking about New York City pigeons. So having them as a backdrop and an element in the photograph is always great. And then Washington Square Park in the summer is straight magical. I mean, we have this grown man just like having a great time.
That's actually me. I didn't give you permission for that. No. But I love both these photos, of course. The pigeons, to me, I love how it freezes that motion. That's really hard to do on a camera, and I'm glad our camera is able to do that so well. And on top of that, the composition. How are you doing this? Like,
I mean, I did take a lot of pictures, so photographer just tries as many opportunities as possible. But I think one of the things I was excited about with the phone was that I put it in 50 megapixel mode, and I just wanted to see if it can kind of like keep up, and just like as I was photographing like this movement, and just like the phone was just like meeting me at every step.
You mentioned 50 megapixel. You've activated my trap card. I'm excited. I will say I love 50 megapixel mode. I heard you got some portraits for us to see.
Yeah, so walking around Washington Square Park, I usually shoot a lot of portrait work on medium format film. And so on the phone, I was like, let me put it in portrait mode and see what happens. And, I was quite impressed, like not only by like the color rendering, but also just like this beautiful separation between the subject and the background. And just actually how smooth and just real life it looked, because sometimes like in the past it's looked a little weird. So I was like, okay, like this is like a really great feature.
Hey man.
And then like also I just love to like photograph with like a nice backlight, and I was just curious to see how it would render just this tonality of such a high range, and it picked up everything.
So two things. One, Pixel 10 Pro is the only device that supports up to 50 megapixels of resolution in portrait mode. So I'm glad you were really rocking with it, because that's what we were here for. And then number two, that skin tonality piece is what we call real tone. It's a huge thing that we've really, really kind of invested in to make sure that our camera represents all types of skin tones equitably and accurately, so that everyone feels their best through the camera and behind the camera. But I heard we got time for one last shot. I'm ready. Please blow me away. I'm ready.
Well, I mean, I'm a photographer. I'm always chasing light, but sometimes you see moments at the end of the day. And so I'm in Washington Square Park. I'm roaming around the fountain, and I'm just looking for intimacy. And so I took out the phone out of my pocket. I made a picture.
Some other phone.
And then I took out the Pixel, and I put it in night sight, and I went to make another picture. So to be able to see like this much detail in a nighttime photo, it just like makes a photographer really happy and confident to like make images when the light's not perfect.
Hey, I can't talk on other phones, but all I can say is I'm glad you've seen the light. Hey, but seriously, thank you so much for sharing your art. Andre Wagner, everyone. As you've seen, there's so much to love about the upgraded Pixel camera, including its amazing video capability, which still holds its place as the best video on a smartphone for the second year in a row, by the way. we could keep talking about it, and I could keep geeking out, but I think it's just better to show you what this thing can do. So here's the story of 3 brothers trying to make a music video in a day with a few $100 and a Pixel. Roll it.
Hey guys, it's us, the Jonas Brothers, and we're in beautiful New York City, and Google has given us quite the challenge to shoot a video for our new song, I Can't Lose.
The twist? We have to shoot it entirely on the Google Pixel 10 Pro.
So, let's see how this goes.
All right, we gotta come up with an idea for a video. It's gotta be
Yeah.
fresh, it's gotta be original.
Zombie video, tons of zombies, and we're all like doing this dance together.
That's literally Thriller. It's the most famous video of all time.
It's a good video.
Come on, let's get scientific about this.
What do people like? They
What do
like
people like?
romance.
What do they want to see in a
They like
music
romance,
video?
like wind in the hair.
Wind in the hair.
Yeah, we're
Looking
gonna
good?
hit you with the wind. It's
Okay,
gonna be great.
wind. Are you sure this is how Beyonce does it?
Yeah, of course.
Sure? Relax.
All right, what do we need next? Moody shots, shots in the rain.
Okay, I need more sad. Devastated. The only thing stormier than the weather is your emotional turmoil. Sadder, 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 sadder,
Hit it!
sadder, sadder, sadder.
My arm's getting tired.
Love story, maybe? Love story, I like it.
It's gotta have a big party at the
It
end.
needs a party.
We go find some nice people in the streets of New York and say, hey,
People in New York are nice.
can you be in our video? Easy.
With this guy right here.
Hey, how you doing?
Hi.
It's us, the Jonas Brothers.
How would you like to be in our music video? Excuse me, hi.
Hi.
It's good to see you. Hello.
2 minutes to be in our music video.
Hi.
Want a hot dog?
Yes, we do. want you to be in our music video.
All right, everybody, this is the big park performance scene.
Diane, need the energy. This is the take. Here we go.
Let's go, team.
So we thought maybe like a busking scene would
Yeah.
be good.
Busking. Who does busking anymore?
Everybody does busking. Ed Sheeran does busking. Everyone's doing busking.
Exactly. So we need you to do it. Go in slowly. Nick, look at us. Come on, Nick. Really work for it here.
Nick, we're up here. We're getting a wide. All right, here we go. Oh, yeah.
Stop zooming in so much.
I'm sorry. It's getting pretty dark. You think we can keep filming?
Of course we can keep filming. We got night sight video. Wait, where are we going anyway?
You know the big party for the end of the video? Yeah, I got that covered too.
All right.
They're called Monica and Luke. It's their 10-year anniversary, and they've got no idea we're coming to play at their party.
Surprise! Happy 10-year and vow renewal to you both. We are actually filming a music video right now, okay? And the way the music video ends is we crash this party. Thank you so much. You guys are incredible.
We're going to get to see the world premiere of the video a little later on. I'm excited for that. But right now, I'm hanging out here with my new friend, Sophia. Sophia, what do you have for us?
Hey, Jimmy. Okay, so as you've seen today, Pixel phones have always had amazing phone features. And we have these features for the actual phone calls.
Yes.
So I'm going to show you something new on Pixel 10. And Jimmy, you cannot get this anywhere else. We actually have YouTube megastar Karen Polinicia here at the event today. Do we, yeah, give it up for Karen. Do we have a feed on Karen?
Hey.
¿Qué tal, Brooklyn? Estoy muy emocionada de estar aquí.
Hey, Karen. Karen, is that my dressing room?
No lo sé, yo solo busco donde están las buenas botanas.
Hey, Karen, so you have your phone with you, right? I'm just gonna give you a quick call. We're gonna show Jimmy a new feature. Is that cool? Okay, so Jimmy, here's the deal. I'll break it down. Pixel can now translate phone calls in real time. And Jimmy, we do this in your own voice, inflections and everything, okay? And now you can have a conversation in Spanish, Japanese, Hindi, and more. And the thing is, Pixel handles the translation entirely on device. So your phone conversations, they're gonna stay private. Should I give her a call? We can see it in action.
Yeah, see this.
Should we do it?
I'm excited.
Okay.
Hola, Sofía. Hola, Jimmy.
Hola, Karen. All right, so we'll turn on the translation feature. I head to Call Assist, Voice Translate, choose the language, and...
Call is translated by Google AI. In each speaker's voice, audio is not saved.
Hi, Karen. Can you hear me? Does this work?
Hola, Karen. ¿Puedes oírme? ¿Funciona esto? Hello. Ñol. I'm the crazy person listening to you in Spanish.
Okay, this is really cool. I can't believe how fast it's working.
Esto es realmente genial. No puedo creer lo rápido que está funcionando.
Te cuento la increíble noticia que acabo de escuchar. They tell you the incredible news I just heard. Por primera vez, Google Pixel 10. For the first time, Google Pixel 10 will be available in Mexico.
What? That is so exciting. Thanks so much, Karen.
Sí, muy emocionante. Muchas gracias, Karen.
I am a talented genius. Is that believable?
Yes, Jimmy, you said it, not me. Great work.
There's so much to love here. A tiny translator in our phones, and Google Pixel 10 is coming to Mexico. That's a big deal. Give it up for Sophia, everybody. Thank you, bud. I think every phone should have a built-in voice translator. That's just my hot take. I don't know.
Excuse me, did you just say a hot take? You know that's my thing, Jimmy.
No, it's Kareem from Subway Takes, everybody. I just said I had a hot take. I didn't know. You happen to just be in our audience. What's up?
Well, we just wrapped an episode of Subway Takes, and I think it might just work for this whole made by Google thing.
Oh, what's the take?
I don't want to spoil it, but let's just think that maybe the wire that's supposed to keep us connected is actually what's stopping us from listening.
Wait, are you talking about earbuds?
Let's roll the take. Let's roll the tape.
Sure, the take.
So what's your take?
We should not be bringing back wired headphones.
100% agree.
They don't look good.
They look, dare I say, sloppy.
When they stopped being free, we should have stopped having them.
Oh, yes. That is when we should have stopped using them. Now, going out and seeking them?
Yeah.
Like that's your only option?
Yeah. The fashion industry is lying and trying to bring things back that aren't cool.
It's big fashion.
But let's bring manual windows back.
Yeah, might as well. If
And
we're bringing
this
wires back, bring manual windows back.
Bring them back. This looks dumb.
This does look not cool.
Like a record player is cool. Vintage car, cool.
Cook.
Flip-flops, not cool.
Cook.
Rotary phone, not cool.
They do it every couple of years. They say something's back.
Yeah.
Now they're like, you know what? Wired headphones are in.
They don't do anything you want them to do.
The only thing they do is get tangled.
Yeah, they get tangled, and now you look stupid.
This is my impression of someone with wired headphones.
It's not even an impression. That's what it is. This is method acting. Look at that.
Hello?
Oh my God, hi.
They are embarrassing. Like if my daughter started wearing wired headphones, I'd be like,
She's punished.
I'm gonna kick you out of the house. Until you get some buds in.
We gotta get her some buds though.
I'm gonna get her buds.
See, like these? I love these.
Ooh, nice color.
And they fit perfectly in my ear.
Okay.
I can answer my phone without even touching my phone.
How?
I just go like this.
You just go like this?
Like this.
All you have to do is go like
Just this?
There's no way you do this.
Just this?
This answers your phone.
This is it. That's it.
I like going like that.
That's good. It's fun. And I can talk to them and get things done.
That's helpful.
Have you ever needed a recipe, or if you're on your bike, you need to know which way you're going?
Or sometimes you need someone to talk to.
And you can talk to these buds and they'll be your friend.
Sometimes I need a friend. It's lonely underground.
All right, this is my stop.
Oh, okay, bye. Have a good one.
Hi, everybody. I'm Noah, and I'm here to tell you that Pixel Watch 4 is a smartwatch that's ready for anything, from race day to date night. It's stunning. The first of its kind Actua 360 display is literally domed. It pushes pixels to the edge, making it bigger, brighter, and everything you do with it that much better. But what I really love is how it's an incredible fitness watch that makes me feel like I've got a coach right on my wrist.
And what about a coach on the stage?
It's Peloton instructor Cody Rigsby. What are you doing here?
Well, you rubbed your watch and I appeared like a genie in a bottle. Somewhere Christina Aguilera is shaking.
Oh, is that how that works?
No, but I'm a metaphor for what your watch can do. And if the Jonas Brothers can film a video on a phone, you can slay a 30-minute hit workout. Okay. Let's go, girl.
Yes, coach.
And Joe Jonas, if you are watching, what are you doing later?
Each morning, Pixel Watch delivers Fitbit's morning brief, telling me how I slept, today's weather, and how ready I am to take on a workout with my readiness score. And mine looks pretty high today, so Cody, I think we can get some more intensity in.
Oh, yes, we love a well-rested king. You want more intensity? Here you are. Good luck, babe. Let's go. And I like to think of readiness as the opposite of how many vodka sodas you had last night, Noah.
Now, heart rate is the foundation for fitness and health tracking. And Pixel Watch 4's heart rate accuracy is on the level of a chest strap.
Oh, do not get me started with chest straps and chafing.
Cardio load tracks how hard my heart is working. And it gives me a personalized target for how much to take on. Like right now, it looks like I can go a little harder, so sorry, I'm gonna save my breath for these last few reps.
Oh, okay, that's the key to building fitness, babe. And while Noah is working so hard, shameless plug time. You can work out with me and some of your favorite Peloton hotties in the Fitbit app. There'll be even more workouts for you later this fall.
Man, how can you work out and talk at the same time?
Welcome to my world, babe. Now try looking cute with one of these mics on your face.
During workouts, real-time guidance helps me stay in the zone so I can hit my goals. It's almost like having Cody in my life 24/7.
No, if I could only find a man who wants to be in my life that much.
During a run, it keeps me at my target pace. During HIIT, it helps me stay in my target heart rate zone. And while biking, now I can even see my stats on my phone in real time.
Think fast.
Ooh. But you do so much more than what you manually track. So now, with next generation activity recognition, even if you forget to start a workout, your watch will automatically send you a recap so you never miss out on your stats. It's our smartest activity recognition yet, using AI to learn your routine, labeling your Sunday soccer game as, well, soccer.
That's a basketball, babe.
Now, if you really want to get out there, Pixel Watch 4's new precision dual frequency GPS gives you our most accurate route tracking in even the toughest environments.
Like when you run into your ex during a morning run. See, this is what happens when we work out outside.
And for the first time ever on a smartwatch, you can use on-device satellite communications to contact emergency services even when you're off the grid. It's just the latest part of a whole suite of safety features like fall, car crash, and loss of pulse detection, helping you stay safe on every adventure.
Wow, I guess you could say it watches over you? Okay, sorry, girl, sorry. Keep going.
And there are so many ways Pixel Watch helps you stay connected and stay ahead. With the new Raise to Talk, you'll be able to get help from Gemini hands-free. No button presses, no hey Google. I can just raise my wrist and say, move my workout with Cody tomorrow, an hour later, so I can sleep in.
Okay, let's see your readiness score tomorrow. We'll chat, but you're doing great, babe. Now remember, wig on tight, look into camera 3. Oh, gorgeous. My job is done here. Bye, boos.
Thanks, Cody. Look, everyone deserves a coach like Cody who can help put it all together. So we're taking things a step further with a new personal AI health coach. It's a new kind of coach built with Gemini that's always available, always adapting, backed by science, and uniquely tailored to you. Starting in October in the US, Fitbit Premium users will be able to preview the coach in the completely redesigned Fitbit app. We are super excited about what's coming.
It's a beautiful day. Haha. It's a beautiful day. Yeah. Let's go. Joy overflow, joy overload. Overall, let's go. Android overload. Overall, let's go, let's go, let's go.
Rick, it is so good to be back by your side. Yes.
Likewise, Jimmy. Likewise. I hope everyone enjoyed seeing the full lineup of Google's newest Pixel products.
Come on.
I hope you loved seeing how Gemini is your personal AI assistant.
That's right. It's just a shame that there isn't one final big and buzzy announcement for all these guys to post about.
Yeah, I know.
That's a bummer.
Yeah,
It's a shame.
Well, hold on one second.
What?
Yeah, I think we might have just the thing. Now, a minute ago, Noah said that everyone should have their personal health coach. So we've been building out this new personal coaching experience in the Fitbit app. And we've hired a new performance advisor to help. He stands at 6'2". He shoots a mean three-pointer, and he's a 4-time NBA champ. Any guesses?
I thought it was me until you said 4-time NBA champ, but yeah.
Yes, no. Our new performance advisor is the one and only Stephen Curry.
Stephen Curry, no way! Come on. How did you manage to hire NBA superstar Stephen Curry?
Well, first, we put him through an exhaustive interview. And I think we've got a video of it. If you don't mind, I'll roll this one.
Go ahead, Rick.
Roll it.
They see me come, they see me go, poof, that's magic. Just make sure you take a picture of me, hashtag it. Now it's popping like it's never been.
Oh yeah, come on in.
Oh, yes.
All right.
How you doing?
Nice to meet you.
Very nice to meet you. Thank you for having me.
Is it Steven or Stefan?
It's Stefan.
Great. Your resume is substantial. NBA. I think you mean MBA. You have a master's?
Oh, no, NBA, yeah. You know, basketball?
Oh, basketball.
Yeah.
So why the performance advisor role specifically?
I'm, passionate about fitness and health, and it's kind of been my day job for the last 20 years.
We just need somebody who's not going to drop the ball, so. Do you feel comfortable making fast pivots on rolling deadlines?
I'm pretty nimble on my feet, yeah.
Well then, what would you say makes you uniquely qualified?
Well, my whole career, I've had trainers, nutritionists, sleep coaches, all pros who help keep me dialed in. So I thought, what if everybody had that? Not just the lucky few, everybody.
You mean a full stack panel of experts delivering personalized data-driven insights to optimize performance across all domains of life?
I was gonna say dream team, but yeah. You bring the tech expertise and I bring the real world experience. And together, we can build world-class health and fitness tools.
Just a sec, I'm trying to capture all that.
You do take a lot of notes.
Yes, I do. Okay. Can you tell me about a time that you led a team on a high-stakes project with multiple...
Hi, I think I have a meeting in here. Oh my gosh, Stefan!
What's up, Rick?
So good to see you.
Surprised seeing you here. How you doing?
What a game last night.
Hey, thank you.
You two know each other?
Who doesn't know Rick? That's another question.
Sure, yeah. Do you mind if we...
You?
Because we're in the middle of the...
Sorry. Good luck.
Thank
You're
you.
gonna do great.
I really want this job.
Great. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, he is doing great. And just grab the door on your way. Yeah, thanks. Thanks, Rick. All right. You were telling me about performing under pressure.
Well, that was a great show. I want to thank you all, and thanks to all our special guests who helped make today possible. Really, a huge shout out. Huge shout out to all the Googlers who demoed the amazing new products. Before we go, I want to invite someone out here real quick. Nick Jonas, everybody. Come on. Always great to see you, bud. Thanks for being here. Nick, you guys filmed an entire music video on a Pixel. What was that like?
Oh, it was the best experience. We had an amazing time goofing around. We felt like kids again, getting to use the Google Pixel 10 to shoot this thing was an absolute dream. The camera features blew us away. It was an all-around great experience to bring something unique to our fans all over the world.
Yeah, it looks fantastic. Should we show them?
We have to. Let's do it. Without further ado, here is the world premiere of our music video for I Can't Lose, shot entirely on the all-new Pixel 10 Pro. Enjoy.
Like I'm losing my mind. When I get a day like this, it's without a warning. Brush it off and shake my attitude. I can't lose when I'm with you. Oh, you give me everything, everything that I need, everything I need to keep smiling through. Oh, I can't lose when I'm with you. Without a warning, brush it off and shake my attitude. I can't lose when I'm with you. Oh, you give me everything, everything that I need, everything I need to keep smiling through. Oh, I can't lose when I'm with you.
New York City, it's the love, it's the hope. Brooklyn, we not finished, we still up, we on go. New York City, it's the love, it's the hope. Brooklyn, we not finished, we still up, we on go. Let's go. New York City, it's the love, it's the hope. Brooklyn, we not finished, we still up, we on go. New York City, it's the love, it's the hope. Brooklyn, we not finished, we still up, we on go. Let's go.
Hey, this is our live coverage and analysis of Google's Made by Google event. We learned about all things Pixel. I'm Bridget Carey from CNET.
I'm Isaac Tur with PCMag.
And this live show is bringing together some of your favorite tech websites to give you our live takes on everything we just saw right now. We have Abrar Halhidi from CNET, and joining us from Mashable is Timothy Beckworth. So thanks everyone for coming together. That was a whole new type of product event. Google really refreshing things. Let's go around the horn a little bit. I'll start with you, Abrar. What are your first reactions to everything we saw today?
Well, I do want to touch on the format, which I think you're right was incredibly refreshing because it was, it's interesting. You're talking a lot about AI features, which might seem a bit alien and jargony to a lot of people, but then you have this very human format where it's just Jimmy Fallon sitting on a couch talking to Rick Osterloh and just kind of, getting a very casual conversation about what's in store. I think that was very helpful for the presentation method. It felt a lot better than having this very, stilted presentation that we're used to with a lot of tech executives. So I think this is all tech companies should take notes, get an actual host and presenter to host and present things. I think it makes a huge difference. But then the products themselves, the funny thing about Google is they're not very secretive about what's in store. So it was less a drum roll, everybody hold your breath, here's this thing that's coming, and more of a, you've seen these things, we've teased them very thoroughly before they officially debuted. Let's get into the nitty gritty of it. Here's what's in store. So I think what's great about these products is, they might not look too flashy. They look very similar to what we had before, but it's what's on the inside that counts, right? So you get better batteries, you get that IP68 rating on the Fold that I'm really, really excited about. A foldable that's dust resistant is super exciting. But to close it out, I think the most exciting thing was seeing Nick Jonas on stage. I'm a huge Jonas Brothers fan, and I think I just need to get that on the record that that was the best thing ever. So
on the record.
I'm always thinking that these kinds of events end up being really hokey, and they pulled it off. I think it was okay.
Yeah, it was only a little cheesy. Yeah.
Timothy, give me some of your first reactions from all the news today. A lot of the news we have gotten some pre-briefs on, but it's that presentation itself that maybe how they were kind of selling it to the audience today.
Yeah, it was definitely refreshing to see them take a different approach. We knew it was going to be celebrity packed. We kind of had a preview that, some big stars were going to be there, but it really did feel like a kind of scripted version of The Tonight Show, maybe a little bit awkwardly scripted at times, but I think on the whole, they pulled it off. It was definitely a refresh from the usual, just like long listing of the specs. So I thought that actually works pretty well. I agree. I hope other tech companies take note. I would tell them to shorten it just a smidge. It did seem to go on a long time. I don't know if these presentations are getting longer or if I'm just getting older and crankier, but it did seem to go on for a while. But overall, they kept it pretty light. They kept it moving. I'm a Formula One fan, so I was excited to see Lando Norris, even if it was one of the cringier sections of the event, I think. And just to age myself, one of my first jobs in the journalism industry was actually writing about the Jonas Brothers. So my career is really coming for full circle with this event.
We need to talk after. That's amazing. Yeah.
I guess I'm one of the only people without a Jonas experience, as in I didn't know who the Jonas Brothers were. I didn't know which one was in the band or whatever.
I knew there were three of them.
Yeah, I didn't know if the guy in red with the hat was a part of the band. I was actually asking this while it was going on because I'm an old. But because I'm an old, what I saw in this presentation was basically Google introducing the Pixel to regular people because somebody is presenting it in one way or another. You got Steph Curry, you had Giannis. So I follow basketball. I'm like, those guys are interesting. They're talking to Google Gemini. It doesn't necessarily mean it works exactly or it's correct, but it looked really good. There was, I think, something for everybody that could be shared to everybody in this. And if you were coming from another place, you're not just bored out of your mind with, let's explain the Tensor G5 and its architecture, how it has a subset for Gemini Nano, which is on the device. That's very cool. But they didn't talk about that at all. They kind of throw G5 in. Specs, I think, are on the way out, and usage is what needs to be really shown off. And I think Google kind of did that.
Yeah, and I mean, I can see this being chopped up on social with all the different kind of celebrity moments. I mean, I follow the subway takes guy. I'm sure we're going to see that on our feeds. So by kind of hitting home on like something you might use it on, I want to go through some of your takes on these demos because obviously this was a very big AI show. I mean, that's the name of the game now. But we had Camera Coach. That was kind of interesting for taking photos, but also we saw just a second ago you're kind of showing the basketball, and it's like you're getting kind of like live reactions if your camera's on. Abrar, can you take us through some of this like camera tech that we saw?
Yeah, I actually got to try out the Camera Coach, and it's actually surprising. I kind of had to like set aside my ego a little bit because I like to think I'm pretty good at taking pictures, but I was like, all right, let's see what Gemini can really teach me here. And it does a really great job of giving you ideas on how to take a more interesting shot. If you want to take something that's a bit more abstract, if you're looking to take a portrait-y shot, to kind of tell you where to stand, how to move your camera, how to move your angle. So I was pretty impressed by that. And then something I haven't had the chance to try, but I'm really excited to is Magic Q. And I think that's going to be something that can be potentially really cool because when you have a use for AI that is kind of integrated into what you already do, you're texting your friend, they're asking about a dinner reservation, you want to just surface that information, or they ask for a photo, you want it to automatically find that photo. I think those kinds of uses will be things that, again, what we're talking about here is things that speak to a general audience. And I think that's a really great example of something that speaks to a general audience. And then one last camera feature that I got to try out as well that I'm really excited about is there's Best Take, which came out on the Pixel 8. But now with the Pixel 10, what it can do is if you take a group photo, because we all have that friend that's always blinking or like just not looking or smiling and they ruin the group shot, Best Take can essentially mesh together everybody's different faces. It sounds really creepy, but it'll pick the best face in each shot and make one great photo where everyone's looking and looks their best. And now it'll automatically do it, so you don't have to go through and manually do it like you did before. So those are three features that I'm really excited about.
I'm kind of going through all of this with the Magic Q, and I find that so interesting because, the whole point is like, all right, I just don't want to dig through my stuff. We saw that, tease so long ago from Apple that someday Siri will be able to kind of have that contextual knowledge. And I look at this demo of how someone's typing something and it's kind of suggesting what you should type back. As you saw this in person, I have so many questions about what is it pulling from? And we didn't really get a lot into the nitty gritty in this show because it's a show. But like when that happens in the real world, what's your take on where it's all coming from?
Yeah, so I asked Google about this because I'm like, what is they call it personal context as well. So it's reading anything that you have from a Google account, assuming you've opted into this. So if you looked at your terms and conditions, which I know everybody does, I'm sure that it's giving information around. So you get Google's products feeding this personal knowledge graph. And then you have your phone is kind of watching what you're doing via the last couple apps. It's a recent memory. They wouldn't tell me exactly how many hours it's watching what you're doing or minutes. But if you were using Airbnb a minute ago, or you were using Yelp, or you were using Google Maps or whatever, it knows that you were. So it might present that information to you at that moment because that's what you were doing closest in time. The fact that all of this is supposed to be happening on device, that's something Google told me about. They're saying it's private. It's not being sent to the cloud. So it's kind of, they're going to have to really address the privacy concerns more and more, I think. But I think when people see it working the way it does, it's actually an assistant you want to know. Can you imagine having a personal assistant that doesn't know like you or your stuff? And they're like, I don't know who that is. Like, that doesn't work.
It knew the dog, but obviously had to be programmed to know what the dog's name was in that conversation. In the demo we saw it. Timothy, what was your take on Magic Q? Because this feels like the next level to me.
I thought it was really cool. I completely agree. I think those are the kind of AI features that people can really get into. It's something that's kind of working in the background and it just happens and makes your life better. Like you didn't know you needed it until it shows up in your text message and you think that's the exact link I needed or the exact photo or whatever it's pulling from. So I think those are the exact kind of AI tools people will love. I think one of the demos they showed, like, are people going to pull out their phone and ask Gemini to teach them how to play basketball while they're shooting hoops? Like, probably not. But Magic Q is something I could see people definitely coming to rely on. And yeah, it was a great call out. Apple has been teasing something like that. Google seems to have actually delivered on it, which is really promising. So I think that's cool. Other AI features kind of happening in the background, like, I think there's a lot of other things they showed. We don't think of like Zoom, for instance, as an AI feature, but like the 100x Zoom, that's another AI tool that, there's using artificial intelligence to make that work. So any little tools like that are just kind of built in, like Magic Q, I think people are going to be super into.
Yeah, I think Google was a little fast and loose with what things are on what pixel, because that ProRes Zoom 100x thing is only on the Pro devices. It is not on the Pixel 10. Pixel 10 cannot take full resolution images, but you can do that with the Pros. So if you want to use a 50 megapixel portrait image, you can do that with the Pro, and it's super fast. It's crazy fast. I was shocked because it looked like they were just taking a 12 megapixel image. It was just like that. So I was shocked at that. But you're really going to have to, this is not just a shameless promo, but you really need to check our sites, CNET, Lifehacker, Mashable, PCMag, to see what these devices can do independently of each other, because there are some Pro features that would be great on the regular, and the regular's got a telephoto, so that's awesome, but not everything works on every device. The Fold, whatever it's called, the Pro Fold, it only has a 20x super res zoom like the regular one, but the other ones go to 100x. So like it's kind of iffy. They didn't spend a lot of time on that Fold either.
You know what they did spend time on? Talking about things that we kind of already know as tech journalists, so like we were talking while it was going on, Ayaz and I, about how like this was definitely marketed as a show to people who need to be familiarized more with the whole Pixel lineup, even though Pixels have been out since 2019 or so, right? So, like we heard a lot of like reiterating of basic things that why you want to convert to Google, kind of like, hey, it'll be easy to transfer iPhone people. I mean, we kind of hear that every time though. But Abrar, we also heard a lot about watches. We heard about earbuds. Anything from those products and this presentation that kind of stood out to you and how they kind of presented it to everyone?
I think the big thing is, again, that AI integration. So a Gemini coach that will, help you keep you on top of things with your Pixel Watch. The fact that it's coming to everything, right? Whether it's your watch or your TV or your car. The idea here is just really embed it in every device so that it all works cohesively. And then it's essentially promoting Google's ecosystem, right? We hear a lot about Apple's ecosystem and how great that is. And I think Google is really trying to show that it also has something to show for itself here with the help of AI, which gives it a leg up over Apple as we wait to see what Apple Intelligence can do to boost those efforts.
Timothy, I want to go to you also on these watches and get your take.
Yeah, I definitely agree about the AI. I mean, we recently saw the new Nothing smartwatch that puts ChatGPT on your wrist. Now we have the Pixel Watch 4 that puts Gemini on your wrist. Apple has some built-in Apple Intelligence features, but really nothing that direct or simple. So I do think that's a big step ahead in a lot of ways. We'll have to see what Apple releases next, but I definitely think that's notable. One of the things about the Pixel Watch 4 I'm most excited about that I didn't really talk about is the bump up in brightness. It's a huge bump up, like 1,000 nits worth of brightness. So, I mean, I understand why they didn't necessarily get into that into the show, but I mean, that definitely seems exciting. Another feature they mentioned I'm curious about is they said it could detect when your pulse stops, which I could see being like a life-saving tool. I could also see that malfunctioning really easily. So I'm curious how some of these things play out in real life. I'm excited to like really spend some time with these watches on the wrist, actually see how well do some of these features work. But overall, I mean, it definitely seems like there's some cool features coming.
As you got to see the buds, what did you take on? What's your take, I should say, on the whole nodding to answer? I mean, I know on Apple, you can kind of do those things too with like when you're like you could shake your head and nod, but like is that something you're going to be doing? You're going to be like nodding around now?
Well, I've got my Sony earbuds already do that too, so okay. I don't have that feature turned on. I'm a head bopper, so like I like listening to music like this. So like the thing is, it's going to think I'm doing something unless it's calibrated, which I don't feel like doing for a pair of earbuds. The price of $129 and for the 2As, I think is good. I didn't get to try out the noise cancellation. That I think is going to be a key. If Gemini also works as reliably when it's connected to a Pixel device, it'll be great. But again, like any slowdown is going to cause issues. Like if you look at that voice translate feature that they were showing, it's fast. Like you're talking and then it's translating at the same time as the speaker, which is the kind of AI and the kind of technology we want. It's faster. The second something falls apart, like with the Pixel Buds, if it doesn't communicate properly with your Pixel, I think people will be frustrated. So they better have this down because this is a really low price point that a lot of people could get into.
I want to go back into that more too, because here we're seeing the demo when Jimmy Fallon did it. And what was impressive is that when it was translating his voice, it sounded like him speaking Spanish, not like a robot. Now, I also know that you did this demo yourself. Take us through what you experienced personally, because obviously a show like this, you wonder if it's polished.
Yeah, so that looks like, oh, maybe it's trained on Fallon's voice, maybe it's trained on the people that are there. No, it's not trained on that. So what this is insane. When they showed me this demo, I was just surprised. I've never seen anything like it. It samples your voice when you're doing the call. So when I'm saying like, hello, blah, 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 it'll take that, build a model of my voice. It'll listen to the other person, build a model of their voice. You only need one pixel for this, by the way. If you're the caller, you can have that other side translated. It's fast. I've seen it live. I did my own voice. I was speaking in German and I was kind of shocked. I don't really speak German other than like Schadenfreude.
Das ist good.
Das ist gut. Yes, other than Simpsons things. But
Hi, Tim.
But yeah, so
How's
yeah,
it
here's
going?
the demo that I saw.
Hey, guten Tag, wie geht's dir? Hey, good day, how are you doing?
It's doing his voice too, and your voice.
Exactly. Hi, Tim. Tell us more about this voice translate feature.
Ich kann uns mehr über diese Stimmübersetzungsfunktion erzählen.
Ja, also die Übersetzungsfunktion ist. Yes, so the translation function is very cool because it has my voice fluently across it, and if I change my intonation, so if I I speak very, very cheerfully or very, very sadly, then he also takes it on in the translation so that it sounds as natural as possible.
That is right. And it doesn't sound like a robot voice at all. It's also really fast.
Es ist auch wirklich schnell.
And what's even more amazing about this is that it happens completely on device.
Das ist völlig auf dem Gerät.
Thanks to the Google Tensor G5 and our latest Gemini Nano model, your phone call is completely private.
Telefonanruf, völlig privat.
Yeah, that was pretty impressive. I've done some of that translation stuff on what Apple's working on, and you hear a robot voice kind of talking over the both of you when I would talk to my husband in Spanish. But Abrar, how does that compare to some of the other translation things you've tested over time?
I was just going to mention things like personal voice on iPhone, which is meant to be an accessibility feature, but it can essentially generate something that sounds like your voice too. This Google feature is unlike anything I've ever seen. I mean, I think that those elements of it being so fast and it being so like your actual voice and not sounding even a bit robotic is incredible, terrifying in the best way, I guess. And I think it's I'm really curious to see how people end up using this. I mean, I test myself in speaking Arabic when I talk to my family overseas, but just imagine you can have just a Google Assist there.
And the fact that it got when like you change the way you talk. I talk really strange. I'm very curious if it's going to make it really happy or really sad. Timothy, okay, what's your take? Same question.
At the beginning of the event, Jimmy Fallon said something along the lines of, AI is the headline of this event. And I think the live translation is the headline of the headline. It was very impressive. If you think back to Google I/O, which was another Google live stream, they tried to do a live demo of a, AI product, and it didn't really work at all. This one seemed to the demo at least looked really, really smooth. I was also impressed by, how much the voice sounded like him. In that demo we just saw on the screen, I mean, it seemed like they were translating into English, but maintaining a German accent and inflection. That was really cool. I caught the word schnell, which I think is the only German word I know. And the last thing, the fact that it's happening on device should provide some comfort. I know a lot of people are nervous about privacy with AI tools. personally kind of feel like we're in a post-privacy world. Google has my data already. But for people who are concerned about it, it is cool that, there's some level of privacy that went into the building of this. But yeah, overall, I'm kind of with you all. It's sort of I'm living in the future moment, right? I mean, that's what it felt like to me, kind of seeing that. I think we're very, very close to a world, if we're not already there, where you can have real-time conversations with anyone who speaks almost any language. And that could be potentially world-changing. I mean, that's just huge. So yeah, we're in the future.
It's Star Trek stuff. Yeah. I mean, and with privacy, they have to hammer home that point because that is Apple's big selling point. So if Google wants to get through what Apple already establishes that we're the private ones, then Google has to go more into that.
Yeah, at launch, by the way, the Pixel is not, I think it supports like 5 to 8 languages for that right now. So that's not like, and you have to choose. So it can't auto pick up one. It can't figure out what the other person's talking about yet. But I think that's the tiniest bit of nitpicking. So if you're going to say it's not good, like these are the 2 things that might make it a little frustrating. But over time, I mean, Google's added so many different languages. And again, the fact that it's on device means it kind of, I know this sounds crazy, but like you wouldn't have to do this with a phone call, but you could use the translation features offline. So if you wanted to just to do translation without the phone call aspect, you can. So it's becoming, I wouldn't say indispensable, but they're getting really close to eventually when this G5 is like in your ear and you can talk to anybody, hear them back, because we're getting close to that because that's what we're doing now.
We're going to have to put a lot of these to the test, clearly, because you can't just take a presentation off of it. But they try to give you a real sense of it with these live demos. I always appreciate a live demo. But can we go through some of the prices, though, Ayaz, and like what, because obviously it's always impressive tech, but it's also expensive tech now, especially the Fold.
Okay, so the Fold so basically pricing for the Pixel devices has stayed the same, sort of. So the Pixels are the same. The Pixel 10 Pro XL is no longer offered in 128 gigabytes. It's 256, so that's $11.99. So it's starting at a higher price, but they don't offer the I can't say the word, the 128. I was going to swear there because I don't think 128 is enough for anybody at this point. So those prices are about that's $7.99 to about $11.99 starting prices. The Fold is still $17.99. The watch is $349 and $399 for the sizes of the watch. I think it might be extra if you're adding cellular. I have to check that out. Check out Andrew Gebhardt's piece at PCMag about that. He's got it all written out. Are there any other devices? That was it. Oh, the Buds were $129. So I think that's it.
Mm-hmm. Abrar, what's your take on some of these prices? Anything shocking?
I mean, I'm pleasantly surprised that there was no price hike, especially with all the tariff uncertainty. So I'm very glad about that. I'm focusing specifically on the Pixel Fold. The Fold is, it's good that it's the same price. It's obviously not cheap. Foldable phones are never cheap, but it's cheaper than the Galaxy Z Fold 7, which came out last month and is $2,000. But the thing that Google is focusing on here is more of the durability and battery life with its foldable versus Samsung talking about how thin that phone is. Look how sleek it is. Now give us $100 more than you would have given us last year for our foldable. So I think Google's taking the more practical approach here of these phones are already so expensive. Let's just make them a little bit tougher and maintain that same price here.
Timothy, you've been playing around with all the folding phones. Are we at a point where people are going to start, dishing out all this cash for the folding phones? Is it impressing you enough, you think, for people to kind of like go more into folding? What's your take on the whole environment right now?
Yeah, I actually wrote recently for Mashable. I think we're finally at a point where foldable phones are kind of ready for prime time. I still think they're a little bit niche, but, especially the flip style ones, which Google doesn't have one of those. I think there's a much better argument for people to start buying them as their everyday phone. Until now, they've really just been for like extreme early adopters, but I've been impressed. I mean, the latest foldables from Samsung, from, now the Pro Fold, I think they're pretty darn good. I speaking for myself, but I definitely think we're going to see a lot more mainstream attention on these. I did see Samsung recently discounted the new Z Fold 7, probably feeling some pressure from the upcoming Pixel. So it's interesting. I definitely think the affordability is probably the biggest hurdle towards adoption. But again, we're really close to, I think, that becoming a pretty standard feature. And of course, Apple's got a foldable in the works, as we all know. And if that doesn't push them into the mainstream, I know what would. So I think it's just going to keep amping up. And like I wrote earlier, I really do feel like more people are going to start buying these, or should, honestly. I mean, I've really enjoyed my experience with them so far.
Well, let's see what the folks say in our poll, what got them excited about. Mr. Stephen Beecham, our producer, can you please pull up our poll results?
Yeah, so we had a third poll, and we asked, if you don't own a Pixel phone, do you want one now? The options were A, hell yes, B, no way, C, maybe, and D, I'm saving myself for Siri. And here are the results. Hell yes, 51%. People are excited about Pixel phone.
Wow.
Yeah, 28% maybe, 14% no way, and 5% are waiting for Siri. So that's 1,000 votes. That's very interesting. So yeah, people are into the Pixel phones.
I mean, if you're watching this event, you're probably a little more attuned to Google than most people. But I don't know, maybe you just stumbled on this event on YouTube, and maybe. What do you think?
I think it's possible. I mean, that people just found it and be like, okay, this is interesting. But the thing is, if you're going to watch this stuff, you are going to be the most critical because you're actually in this for the long haul. If you're watching a Pixel event, now granted, Jimmy Fallon and all the celebrities that are there, but if you're watching a phone release live stream, you're already a special class of person. So you might be a little bit more critical, because I know I'm bursting at the seams to talk about the 10 Fold, because I don't think it does anything near what it should have done, because from last year's generation, the hardware is pretty much the same. And I know the hardware isn't flashy with any of the Google stuff, but the Google Fold is 9 ounces. That doesn't sound like a lot, but it's hefty compared to the Z Fold 7.
And you have that, you're using that.
I'm using the Z Fold 7 daily. I've been testing it out, and it's really thin to the point where you saw it and you thought it was a regular phone sitting there.
I did.
You would never mistake a Google Pixel Fold for that. And why I harp on this is because they've called it's now the Google Pixel 10 Pro Fold. It's not Pro. It does fold. It's a Pixel, but it doesn't have all the bells and whistles of the Pro. So if I'm going to spend $17.99 just to get my foot in the door, that thing better have the same cameras as the other Pros, and it doesn't. So I could buy a $9.99 Pixel Pro, 10 Pro, and another tablet, and still pay less than $17.99 and enjoy it. So I look forward to testing out the phone.
Yeah, you bring up an interesting point, because the Galaxy Z Fold 7 has the same cameras as the Ultra, but doesn't have the Ultra branding. So it's kind of funny that they, Google has the branding without the specs.
It's the semi-pro.
I'm still a fan of the flip style phones. I really wish Google had something like that in the works. I think those are more likely to get widely adopted just because they're so easy to fit in your pocket. Again, maybe I'm an old man, but I find that personally very appealing. But yeah, it's a really good point. The Pro in the name is a bit of a mislead.
You're not old, Timothy. I'm shaking my fist too. I kind of want to see more flip style. Well, we're all going to go through over the next couple of weeks and put these to the test. So please stay with us and all of our sites as we come out with content. Really, I want to end though by going through everyone around the horn once and say, what's the one thing you're most excited to test? Ayaz.
I'm most excited to test the 100x ProRes zoom feature because it does use a lot of AI to fill in the gaps, and I want to see how good that is in real life because I have been impressed by it in the past, and I'm looking forward to it.
All right, Abrar.
Magic Q. I want to see what it's got in store if it makes my life easier.
And Timothy.
It's got to be Live Translate. I want to see if it works as good as they say it does.
All good answers, and for me, it's the Q. I want to know exactly what it's pulling up, it's adjusting, and I love to see if it's really as good as they all advertise. But I want to thank everyone for watching our live coverage and analysis of the Made by Google event. Perhaps this is a start of something new, where we'll have more talk show style, infomercial style, celebrity filled events.
Is this your phone? Infomercials coming up. Sorry.
So let us know what you thought of Google's whole presentation, and we'll see you all online. Thanks everyone for watching, and thank you to Abrar and Timothy from Mashable.
Patrick, Steven,
Patrick.
Dylan's. There's 2 Dylans. Carly back there.
I'm gonna list everyone.
I'm going to. Bridget did a great job.
Ayaz did a great job, and you did a great job for watching.
Yeah,
Thanks
thank you.
everyone.